everyone, and welcome back to the stream. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and a great week so far. Welcome in, Zenith. Congratulations on redeeming first. Are we popping off already? That's wild. I don't know if my mic peaked, but I'm sorry if it did. I will say, oh, maybe I'm just really fucking loud today. I think I bumped my mic a lot last night when I was playing with Ava and Gizmo, so the volume may be a little wonky. Welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well, and welcome in, Kel. Hello, Tate. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm so ready for the Awakening DLC. I feel like it's gonna be a great time. I'm excited to see more of Wheatley. Were you playing Rivals with Hannah? I know Hannah was trying to play with people earlier today, but everyone was still working. But I hope Rivals was going well for you. The popping off for Rivals, though, it sounds like it's going pretty great. But today we are starting the DLC for Dragon Age Origins, which I believe is just called Dragon Age Awakening. So I'm pretty excited about that. I know nothing about this. She was, but then she left, so now I'm on Baldur's Gate 3. That is so fair. I'm glad she had someone to play Marvel Rivals with, because I know she said something in the group chat with me and Raging, and nobody said anything, because we were all busy, and then, like, 10 minutes later, she hopped in VC in one of the, like, group servers, and I don't know if anyone ever actually played with her or not, so I'm glad you guys got to play together for a little bit. Anyway... I don't have a whole lot else to say before we jump into things, so let's go ahead. Do I hit load game? No. What is this? Okay, so this is all the DLC, right? Which one should we do? Do we just jump into Awakening first, or do we do them in order? So we have Witch Hunt, Awakening, the Darkspawn Chronicles, Leliana's Song, and the Golems of Amgarak. Although, some of this... I'm not sure. Hi, Cheyenne! How are you? I hope you're doing well. And welcome in, dear! Awakening is the best timeline-wise? Okay. I'm chill with that. We'll do it. We'll start with Awakening. Leliana's Song has her backstory. I love that you get to unlock her backstory. That's going to be very helpful if I actually do end up, like, making character unpacking videos. Import from another module. Love him. I'm glad he can be here. You don't need to play that one for story reasons. Darkspawn Chronicles is the last fight from the Darkspawn. Oh, okay. I honestly, if it doesn't add anything story-wise, we might just skip it. Because while I do have fun playing the game, I don't love the combat enough to do that. Darkspawn Chronicles is a what if. Okay. Golems and Darkspawn Chronicles are more of the battle-oriented. Okay. We'll think about those later. We'll just focus on Awakening right now. Blue, welcome in! How are you? I hope you're doing well. Golems don't really do much except give you a bigger challenge fight. Okay, so Leliana's Song and Awakening is more story. Darkspawn Chronicles and the Golems is mostly fighting. Witch Hunt is also story, good for character stuff. Okay. Unless you guys just absolutely want to see it once we finish all the other DLC, I will probably skip Golems and Darkspawn Chronicles, at least on stream. If we're good with that. Liliana's Song is extremely gut-wrenching, so I don't know if I'm ready to see it again. Don't worry, Zenith, we gotta get through Awakening first. But I will be playing that on stream. You just bought 2 dating sims? I love that for you, Blue. Okay, this does answer my question, because I was thinking before I started stream, what happens if your character died? Like, I was wondering, like, how is Wheatley gonna be in the DLC if he had died if we did not do the deal with Morrigan to make the cursed baby? But now I see, you just kind of bring it in. That makes sense to me. Awakening has a hear me out boss, so be ready. I'm so ready. Thought he's wearing sunglasses with a mod. No, he just has really dark eyes. Witch Hunt is at least 9 months after the Archdemon fight. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, I get to see the child. That's cool. I should probably lock in and pay attention.
With the death of the Archdemon, the Blight was defeated. But the Darkspawn did not simply disappear.
Yeah. Got that.
Most of the Horde scattered north from Denerim towards the coastlands. And there fractured into warring tribes.
Okay. Wait, the Darkspawn were warring tribes?
The region fell into chaos as the Darkspawn emerged from hidden lairs to terrorize the countryside. As the new Warden Commander of Ferelden, it is your responsibility to rebuild the Order and deal with the lingering threat. You have come to Amaranthine to join the rest of the Grey Wardens at Vigil's Keep, once home to Arl Rendenhau, but now property of the Order. The lack of a proper welcoming party as you grow close, however, indicates that something is amiss.
What's going on? Why are there no wardens here to greet us?
Girl, who are you?
Something is wrong. Quickly, Commander.
Just some little guys. I don't remember the Jinlock being little guys, but I may not have been paying that hard of attention. The Sims 2 are a Taiwan love story, and I2U. In I2U, you have to convince an AI girlfriend to let you go. Oh! That actually sounds kind of fun. You don't get to see the child till Inquisition. That's crazy that we're going to be dealing with Wheatley's, offspring in Inquisition. Jinlock are darkspawn made from dwarves. They almost look like goblins because they're like, well, I guess it's like dead skin. Also, that one's bald, and goblins, and even though goblins in Baldur's Gate 3 were not all bald, goblins are very bald-coded to me. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay. Oh, that's the survivor. We'll do a little heal. Okay. We're benevolent now. Wheatley's been on a character arc. He's a healer.
It's you, the hero of Ferelden. Oh, thank the Maker.
It's so funny because I feel like Wheatley does not have a very comforting face. How did this happen?
I don't know. That came out of nowhere. All I heard was screams and people dying. I got out as fast as I could and ran into these... You need to help them. You need to do something.
I will do my best. Are there any other wardens alive?
I think there was a mage right behind me. He might have been a warden, I don't know. I'll see if I can't find some help. There has to be a patrol on the road.
Okay, work.
We don't have a lot of time, Commander.
Jinlock's is Wolverine's height canonically. It's crazy when you think about it. Oh, really? I did not know that. It's dead already. Yeah, look, he's gone through it. She's the fresh Grey Warden recruit who's famously hard to get approval with. Oh, okay. Good for her. If your character dies killing the Archdemon, you play as a Grey Warden from Orlais in Awakening. Oh, okay. That's really interesting. Okay. Nice sword work. You're not just a guide, are you? The Darkspawn launches a sneak attack. That's unheard of. Yeah, we'll do that.
This isn't a blight. How could they be so organized? I don't understand.
They learned too much. Perhaps something else is leading them.
Other than an archdemon, you mean? Frightening thought.
Sure. Let's keep moving.
Right. Let's teach these evil bastards a lesson.
She did just tell me we don't have time, so I feel like asking for her life story is not... Now is not the time.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Wheatley, calm the fuck down. Alright, let's level this girly pop up. What are you... You're a warrior. Pick up some Templar stuff as well, because I know what to do with that. Oh, you girly, you were a lot of things. Okay, let's do a death blow. Right, okay.
More trouble.
More trouble is... They are so spread out. Might just mostly be these two, though.
I'll get on it.
He didn't vibe with that, and that's so homophobic. What do I... Let me turn all of my stuff on, actually.
You have no skill, only desperation.
Wonderful.
This is going so smoothly so far. Okay. Right. I feel like a good blizzard is needed. Y'all will never take these area of effect spells away from me. I hope I didn't kill that guy. I'm trying to keep him alive. Did it not let me heal him? There we go.
Now you'll live later. Got it.
Okay.
I'll be in front of you, sir. If you find out.
Alright, we got him. He didn't die, and I love that. Brennan, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Can I get you a ladder? Oh, good. Despite everything, he's still Wheatley. We will never lose that Wheatley sparkle. I'm gonna miss him, and him always asking to get, or asking if we need to get a ladder when we move on to Dragon Age 2. I don't 100% know where I'm supposed to be going, but that's fine. Probably towards that white X on the map, actually, now that I see it. Close call. We got it, though. We got it. Damn. Knock my ass on the ground, why don't you? Alright, we're gonna have a Kona Cold moment.
I'll get on it.
Okay. Who's casting Fireball? Who's
Can I
stealing
get
my
you a ladder
thunder?
so you can get off my back?
Oh, probably that homeboy back there who was just trying to do chain lightning. Not them also being a mage and coming for my brand. I'm good, just took a good nap. Now Elden Ring time for a bit. I am so glad you had a good nap. Honestly, between watching you stream Elden Ring, okay, let me back up a little bit. So my editing job, a lot of the streams that I've been editing, they're not Elden Ring streams, but the person in it keeps talking a lot about Elden Ring. And now I kind of want to give Elden Ring a shot. I know I'm gonna have a very difficult time with it. But between hearing all the Elden Ring lore dumps in what I'm editing and watching you play Elden Ring, Brennan, it makes me want to give it a shot. You have made the game look interesting to me. Elden Ring is very hard. Oh, I know. I know. I'm not entirely sure. I might...
Alright.
Okay, so I'm gonna be spending some time at my parents' towards the end of the month. I might ask my sister if she'll let me play a little bit on her PlayStation and see if I actually want to spend money on the game, because I know I'm either gonna love it or hate it. And there's not really much of an in-between. A lot of the lore in Elden Ring is in item descriptions rather than the game itself. I think Dragon Age is a little bit like that as well.
Overwhelmed. How did the wardens not
You get a lot
sense
of
the
lore that you have to go
darkspawn
read in
coming?
your own time.
I don't understand it.
Which I think is interesting, but I don't like that aspect because I'm not the kind of okay. It might be different if I was not streaming Dragon Age, because when I'm streaming Dragon Age, I feel like if I'm not talking to you guys, I have to keep going. And I don't want to take the time to read all the lore tidbits on stream. So I don't know if I'd feel exactly the same if I was not a streamer. But as it stands, I don't like having to go digging for the lore. Elden Ring is that game you should go for only if you're a masochist. You see, I know that's the truth about all Souls games, but I've also heard Elden Ring is the more beginner-friendly one in that like genre of games. It's kind of like Kirby lore, like how half of the Kirby lore is hidden in the pause menu for some reason. Oh, that is fascinating. I've never played a Kirby game, so I did not know this. I know very little about Kirby, actually, but I have a lot of friends who love Kirby. There isn't, like, characters you talk to, like in Dragon Age, you get some lore from, like, Liliana telling you about her home and Alistair telling you about the Templars, etc., but Elden Ring doesn't have anything like that. Okay. So I'm gonna play test it next time I see my sister, and if I absolutely hate it, then I will never think about playing it again, and I will just live vicariously through Brennan streaming it. Although I think they're done with it. Maybe some DLC stuff left still. I don't know. It just looks interesting. Something strange is definitely going on here.
The Darkspawn to have ambushed the keep so effectively. I didn't know they were capable of such a thing.
I'm gonna need your help.
I hear you, Commander. You can count on me.
Alright, work, because I'm just a silly little mage. I'm not... Okay, where... Oh, they're just... I hate how the Shriek just show up out of nowhere.
So you can get off my back?
I thought y'all said... Mahairi? Mahairi?
That's right.
Is that how you say her name? Mahairi? I thought y'all said she was gonna be hard to get approval with. I don't want to swap to her. I want to heal her. I'm missing Wen, like, I'm missing Wen so badly right now.
Now is better than later.
Okay. Cannot get through there. I guess we'll have to go up and around. Yeah, I'll call him out. Y'all will not believe what Roy is playing right now. It just popped up on my Steam. Roy's playing Stardew Valley, and I love that for him. For my friends on YouTube who may not watch the Twitch streams normally, my friend Roy, I got him to play Stardew Valley for the first time a few weeks ago because we started playing it together on stream, and the Stardew Valley brain rot has been hitting him very hard. Do I need to be looking for a key? Seems like I need to be looking for a key. Was it? Yeah, it was tab. That shows me everything. The wooden crate is in there. Okay, no, I do need to leave this area. Right. Okay. Let's see what we can find in here. Another mage! Love that for us.
I didn't do it. Hey, I recognize you from the circle. I know what they've been saying about me, but this, not my doing.
I don't even know who you
Don't get me
are.
wrong. I'm not broken up about them dying, to be perfectly honest. Biff there made the funniest gurgle when he went down.
Whatever happened to hello? It's your boy Anders. Is that Anders? She never approves of anything I do. Oh. The H is silent. Myri? Is her name Myri then? Elden Ring is a really good game for me. Bloodborne is the best from the software games. I know for a fact, I have watched people play Bloodborne. Those are not games I would typically enjoy, mostly because I get very frustrated very easily when a game is too difficult. I'm not built for games like that, which is why I'm very hesitant to just buy Elden Ring. But I think I might give it a shot, because I'm interested in it now. Who'll be the win of Awakening? Oh, thank God, we needed a healer. In Awakening, Anders is more fun and better in Dragon Age. Oh, is he carries over to Dragon Age 2? Even if he is insufferable, that's still kind of fun. Okay, who are you?
You don't remember me? I'm Anders, mage and wanted apostate.
An apostate at Vigil's Keep.
You weren't here when we arrived.
I don't remember
I'm
this
sure
man.
I would have remembered such a lovely woman as yourself. We were just stopping here on our way back to the tower. Just a short rest, they
said, and now they're dead. Such a shame.
He does not sound that upset about it. It's the most controversial romance option in Dragon Age. Interesting. Anders is a romance option in Dragon Age 2. Love that for the Anders lovers. I may have accidentally tricked Gizmo into thinking you're planning on Elden Ring streams last week. Oh. I will say, if I do end up liking Elden Ring enough to get it myself, I will stream it, but it will probably be just like whenever the vibe hits. Just whenever the vibe hits on a Thursday. I don't know. We'll see. I need to figure out what we're gonna play after Dragon Age, but we have a long time. A long time to figure that out. We have 3 more games to get through before I need to figure out which RPG is gonna take over on Tuesdays. Because I have been loving this RPG Tuesday moment that we've got. Although after Dragon Age, there are a couple like shortish ones that I want to check out, that we might play. But that's honestly probably like an end of the year or next year issue. If it's, okay, Tate, or just anybody that has played Dragon Age 2, if it is not a spoiler, why is Anders controversial to romance? I do not remember if we have spoke about this on stream before, but I am curious. Is he just, like, not particularly well written, or was he written to be a toxic romance option, or is there, like, story spoilers that you can't tell me? I want to play Slay the Princess so bad. I want to play it so bad. It is a spoiler? Okay, work. Love that. If you want a short RPG to play, I suggest Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. It's only like 200 hours. You can knock it out in 40 streams. Easy. That'll take us almost an entire year. But I might look into that. What I might do is I might make a community post on YouTube and also something in the Discord when we're ready to start gathering more RPG games to play, and just see what people recommend and just make a list of them, and I'll play whatever piques my interest. Demon Souls and Dark Souls 3, both of them are good games for beginners. Interesting. Okay. See, I had a friend in college who played all the Dark Souls games. He did not make them sound very good for beginners. There was a lot of trial and error and frustration. But I understand that that's just how Souls games are. So that kind of comes with the territory. He has controversial views, and his writer in Dragon Age 2 hates him. Okay, that's interesting. He is well written. He's well written, but he was written to have flaws that a lot of people just can't see past. And then also spoiler things. Maybe try Baldur's Gate OG? Maybe. I might need to watch some gameplay of that and see if I want to put up with the gameplay. I'm gonna be so real. J-Train, welcome in! We are starting Awakening tonight. We just got started. You have not missed much. We literally just met Anders. You're not a Grey Warden, you're an apostate?
That's what they call someone who doesn't believe in being chained up in the tower, so yes, I suppose I am.
Look, I'm just
The
trying to get some
Templars
answers
captured
here.
me and were taking me back, and then, you know, Darkspawn attacked. Could be a sign, yes?
I could use your help here on... Do we? Okay. What would Wheatley say right now? You know what? After all Wheatley did with Joanne... After everything we did for Jowan, he'll take the help.
You have it.
Are you sure about this, Commander?
It is not
I
the
can't
sketchy...
say
Okay,
I'm
maybe
fond
it is
of
the
these
sketchiest
Darkspawn,
decision
even though
he's
I'm
made.
no Grey Warden. Let's deal with them now, and we can discuss what comes later. Later.
That is a solid enough plan for me. Who is Wheatley to... Oh, yes. Spirit Healer, say less. Oh, these are new. Cool, okay. Love that. All right. Oh, you have... These are also new. Okay, work. Love that. It does seem we're gonna dump some things into combat training because you are not level 20. Okay. Cleansing aura would be fire. Rejuvenate, regenerate, mass rejuvenation. Heroic defense as well, maybe? Yeah, sure. We're just building win. The first two Baldur's Gate games are basically just Dragon Age Origins, but in a 2D isometric view. Yeah, I think I could be willing to try that. I think I could be willing to try that, but I think I want to see how it plays first before I buy it and decide to play it. But it also might be one of those things that I just need to like jump in and get used to the flow of how it plays. Because I know Dragon Age, even with Origins, I had a little bit of a learning curve with like just the controls and the flow of how to play it. And I could see myself potentially writing the game off because I didn't want to learn how the flow of it worked. So glad I didn't, though. So. Alright, yeah, get out of here, dude. Please let me. There we go. Okay. Tried playing the original Baldur's Gate games, but I couldn't get into it. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm scared of. But I will say, if I get it to play on stream, then I'm a lot more likely to just stick through it and be here for the story, if not for anything else. Cullen voice actor voiced Anders in Awakening. They changed his voice actor in Dragon Age 2. Oh, sick. Because isn't Cullen in Dragon Age 2? So that would have been too confusing. Awakening adds a lot of combat stuff. Yeah, I'm seeing. It's kind of cool, though. Also has a story mode difficulty where you literally can't die. Oh, say less. We'll try it. We'll definitely try it then. A low stakes, just here for the story. I'm always about that. Wheatley is back in business. Welcome in, Close Down Channel. I know someone who's playing it right now. I'll send you if you want to get an idea. Not right now, just currently old Baldur's Gate games. Yes, please, Brennan. I would love to see that. I would love to get a little taste of what I might be signing up for. I will say though, we'll probably take. How long are the old Baldur's Gate games? Are they like on par with Baldur's Gate 3, or are they more like Dragon Age Origins in terms of length? Or are they even shorter than that, or even longer? I don't think they would be longer. This isn't really a fireball situation. Okay. My angle on that was bad, but hey, we killed that one. And that's all that matters. Okay, work. Love that.
You can get off my back?
We just sent her into the fray. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, girl. I'm so stressed. Were you electrocuted? Were you bleeding? What was going on? Huh. That's new.
Got it.
I'm so glad you got it. Sadly, yes, Cullen is in Dragon Age 2. Okay, I don't know very much about the character Cullen besides like what you guys have said. But I do know that the voice actor got a little too involved in fandom. And that's crazy to me. That's so like
All right.
That's wild. That's such a interesting like okay, I wasn't there for that. Oh, that's kind of fun. I wasn't there for that, obviously. But just from like a fandom history standpoint, that is so fascinating to me. Did we open that? That's the way we came. Hang on, where are we right now? Let me come this way. This is not where we're supposed to be, apparently. Okay. I feel like I need to find a way to open that gate. I don't want leather boots. That's where we just came from. Let me see if I can knock on the door if anything happens. Okay. Oh, literally a lever. I'm so dumb. I did not see this.
Oh, we're scared now. Don't come over here. Ha!
Why are you so much louder than everyone else in this game?
It'll take more than that to kill us, beasties. Come again if you dare.
Who even was that? I just came from over there. They're about Origins length? Okay. Though there is more running around, so it can take much longer. That's fair, and I will probably end up taking a while anyway. Now I would be more willing to play them as I don't want to try a very long isometric hold RPG. Yeah, I also had that same thought, closed down channel, but I would do it. I would do it for streams if that's something we really wanted to do. If you just focus on main story, you can knock out Baldur's Gate 1 in like 10 hours, but that requires metagaming. Yeah, I don't want to metagame on my first time experiencing a game, respectfully. That's just not how my brain works. Finished my first run in like 30 to 40-ish hours. If you do everything, it'll take you 100 hours. Okay. Baldur's Gate 2 is about the same. Okay. That's doable. We might take a break between Dragon Aging and Baldur's Gating. Cullen cannot shut up about how much he does not consider mages people. Oh, and because I already know I'm going to play as a mage, we're going to have an issue with that. Oh, yeah, Cheyenne, I know the voice actor has nothing to do with the character. That's just the only thing I know about the character, so it's all associated in my brain. And I just think that's wild. It's well written and has the best character development in the series. Well, good for him. I'm glad. I'm glad he develops. But I know a lot of people, their concept or like their, I guess, relationship with a character or a game or like a piece of media does
blasted things.
Get impacted by outside sources that really don't actually have anything to do with the character or like the piece of media or whatever.
Now it's better than later.
It's kind of wild, but that's just how people are sometimes.
All right. This'll be fun.
Oh, Wheatley, calm down.
I'll get on it.
Okay, that's why he's the leader of the Grey Wardens, because he just you know, has so much like hype in the middle of a fight against two people that he's already winning. Okay, I kind of feel like we should follow that guy, but I also know we just went through here, so we should probably go through the gates I just opened. I hated Cullen long before his VA went crushing. And that's fair, that's fair. It seems like it just depends on whether or not people like Cullen is probably very much affected by what they play as in the game and how willing they are to follow the growth and let go of whatever flaws he had at the beginning. Cullen doesn't think mages should be treated as people, which doesn't seem better, but means that mages are dangerous and can't be as free as a random person without powers. Okay. I think I see what everyone's saying there. I don't think people are necessarily saying he doesn't see mages as people, but more so that like they think seeing a person as a person means that they are able to have all the freedoms you would associate with the rest of the people in the Dragon Age universe. I'm gonna meet one of your favorite characters soon. Oh, that's exciting. I said this earlier, but I think you missed it. Anders is kind of lighthearted and goofy in Awakening, but he clearly saw some shit between games, so people that like him in Awakening probably were sad he didn't stay goofy and instead got kind of angsty. Ooh. kind of love that, though. I kind of love that. I could get behind that vibe. Cullen is interesting because you watch him get worse in Dragon Age 2, then he gets better in Dragon Age 3. Oh, so it's like a very long spanning character arc. Okay. I could see why people may not enjoy his character then if it takes like multiple games for the character arc. Worse as a person, that is not worse for... Yeah. I gathered that. Personally, don't give a fuck about Cullen. I only have attention for my baby girl. And you know what, Zenith?
The keep is under attack.
We expect nothing less from you.
Get to safety, quickly.
Make her bless you.
She's just standing in that closet by herself. Okay. I shouldn't be laughing when all these people are, This seems like a good place to cast it. I might have lied. That's actually a terrible place to cast it. I was kind of thinking more people would come down. But that's fine. I forgot to do tactics for the people I wasn't playing, but that's okay. Okay, we do have the Inferno problem of not being able to see. Right, okay. Let me level up and then get all of our tactics going. Ooh, I can actually unlock things now. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll put it all into magic. Why not? Oh, wait, what is a repulsion field? That actually sounds kind of fire. I kind of like that. Okay. We'll do this. I don't really care about fixing. You... What did I build you? You're kind of... Yeah, we'll put you as a defender, and you will put as a healer. And I think that's beautiful. It's just like Wynn is here. I miss her so much. I hope she's doing okay. You have yet to meet my favorite Awakening companion, though. Oh, I'm so excited to meet them. I'm excited. Okay. Where are we? Is that Ogren? That looks just like, yep. Why is he here? Where are my other besties? Wait a minute. Dragon Age Origins, I didn't judge Cullen because we don't know how much stuff how much he suffered when he watched all of his died in the circle. Yeah, that's fair. Cheyenne, it seems like you have a very empathetic approach to these characters, and I think that's beautiful. I love that for you, and I know I also am very prone to having extremely overly empathetic views towards characters, and I think that's great. Like, genuinely, I think that's great, and I think just as a whole, people need more empathy in general. More people need to be like you, Cheyenne. But I also understand how a lot of people don't really want to deal with, like, fantasy oppression. So when a character does say things like, oh, I hate all mages, or like, I think mages need to be oppressed, it does not come off super great because of the real world implications.
There you are. When these darkspawn showed up, I thought, just you wait until the new commander gets here and you'll all be spitting teeth out of your arses.
I mean, he's right.
All of the screaming, and sure enough, here you are. Good on ya.
So, like, where's the rest of the gang? Not that I'm complaining, because I don't actually hate Ogren. When you play as a man and you only have Ogren on like a mostly male party or male plus Shale, then he's pretty chill. They thought Ogren was going to be the fan favorite. I mean, I don't dislike him, but like, I'd much rather have seen Alistair or Zevran, my baby girl, or Liliana. And I have been spending most of this game complaining about how much I miss Wynn.
Doubting your eyes, huh? I get like that after the 5th bottle or so. Came here thinking I might try my hand at becoming a bona fide Grey Warden.
Well, good
He
for
was here
you.
when I left. I can't believe the Wardens didn't kick him out.
Well, hey, if it isn't the recruit with a great rack.
Yes, a prize for the Wardens, to be sure.
I
see.
know. Too good to be true, right?
Severin is running from the
Hey,
crows.
who's the
I
mage?
should be there with
Boyfriend?
him.
Should I leave you two alone?
Wow, a dwarf that smells like a brewery. You never see that anywhere.
Wait, was he asking if Anders was my boyfriend?
Thought those normally died young.
I love that Ogren remembered that Wheatley is very gay, and I think that's so funny. He's here because I started developing Awakening before Origins launched in that month or two. When work on Origins ended and they were printing physical copies. And they thought, okay, that's kind of cool though. They did not anticipate that correctly. But that's kind of fun that they were like working on it before it came out. I don't know why I find that interesting. There's no other guys except one. Oh. Dragon Age 2, he's a fascist, and at the end, he has a wait, are we the baddies moment, and his boss. When his. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And I've also noticed. I have noticed that some people are not as willing to accept that a character has changed when they start out that way. It's like they just completely block out whatever character arc a character goes on. And that's kind of annoying. I think that's kind of annoying when people disregard a character for how they start out as and just completely ignore whatever growth that they have. I personally think they could have held him a little bit more responsibly for his Dragon Age 2 actions when he was trying to redeem himself in Dragon Age 3, but I do like the de-radicalized narrative. Yes, and I think that's an important narrative to have, and it really annoys me that a lot of fandom spaces don't really let narratives like that actually, like, exist, if that makes any sense. And it could just be the fandoms that I have been in, but I know a lot of people that I've seen online get really weird about a story trying to tell that kind of thing. He was asking if Anders... Oh! Okay. That makes more sense, I guess. Because that way he only had to do the one line and they didn't have to account for player decision. I don't know why I thought he was talking to Wheatley about that. But, you know, headcanon, Wheatley's gonna assume that's what he meant. And it's like, buddy, my wife Zevran is just busy right now. Locane is a hero in the books, but in the game, he's a villain character change. Yeah, and I think that's a very fascinating character arc as well, going from a hero to someone who becomes so paranoid and, like, trodden down by the things that he has experienced that he ends up, like, swapping sides, essentially. I think that is so fascinating, and that makes for a good villain. I just wish we didn't have to have known the books to get that full arc, but I also understand that's not really what Origins was about. But they do kind of set that up with the way his daughter talks about him. Probably it's that you do not see him redeeming himself, he just gets all fluffy out of nowhere. Oh, okay, I see. Alright. Arcane kind of does a similar thing with Caitlyn, although Caitlyn's fascism arc was less of her, like, actually being a fascist and more of her being manipulated by Ambessa through her grief. But also, a lot of Arcane Season 2 was very, like, just the pacing was very weird and no one really had a moment to really expand on their character arc. One of the best parts of Dragon Age is perspective. That is fair. To be fair, the Baldur's Gate 3 casts make themselves pretty hard to like at first. Excepting Will and maybe Karlach. I feel like Gale was pretty likable from the get-go. Gale was just a charming little guy in a rock. What more could you want? I liked Astarion from the get-go, but I can see why a lot of people would not. And then Shadowheart and Lae'zel have their issues. We're not gonna pretend they don't. People are weird about people who get de-radicalized in real life too. Like, no, you can't change. You're bad forever. It must be punished for the rest of your days. Which is so obnoxious because I feel like a lot of the people, let me backtrack that. It's weird because I feel like a lot of people who always preach, like, oh, you need to hold people accountable, when the people try to become accountable and do the work and do the change, they don't let them do that, which is like completely against what they claim to stand for. It's so strange. Spare Locane, you meet him in Inquisition. That's wild. Cheyenne, I feel like I need to do another playthrough where we don't let Locane's slander actually get to my head and let him live. Cullen and Allie are different. You forgot about Gale, that's fair. When you say Allie, do you mean Alistair? And also, did I miss something? Because I feel like Alistair was a pretty decent person from the get-go. His redemption seems especially hollow, considering we get the Blackwall story. Okay, I don't know what that is yet, but, oh, I see. Cullen just becomes Alistair number 2, and his only problem is lyrium withdrawal. Interesting. If you want to change it, the keep is the best option for changing choices. Ooh. You will need it for Inquisition. Okay, we'll talk about it. I'll see, when we get to Inquisition, I'll see what you guys think will make for the best experience and the best story. If you play as a male human noble, you can marry a Nora. And I love that. I love that for the male human nobles. Unfortunately, you will have to take playing as an elf from my cold, dead hands. And it does sound like some of the future games do that. Charming little guy on a rock who eats my magic stuff. It's magic stuff I'm not even using. So, like, Gale is keeping me from being a hoarder in Baldur's Gate 3. I think that when you do a de-radicalization story, I do think it's important to show them doing the work and making it clear that not everyone, especially their victims, will forgive them, which is okay. Yes! Yes! That is very important. I know that's... I will do this short little tangent, then we'll get back to talking to Ogren. I know that something people say with Steven Universe is they talk about how the diamonds never actually, like, got redeemed for their space Nazi vibes. But the point of Steven Universe wasn't them being redeemed. And nowhere in the story does it try to imply that they were. But, I think what Steven Universe did, or what they were trying to do that a lot of fans just did not pick up on, is that Steven and a lot of the characters that were victims of the diamonds do not forgive them when they start trying to do better. Like, yeah, they like that the diamonds are trying to do better and learn better, but they're still not super comfortable with them. They still don't really entirely forgive them for what they have done. And that's, I feel like that goes right into what you were saying, Kel. Also, I feel like stories like that are the most impactful when you do see people doing the work, because the people who need that, the people who need to see that, also need to see that, like, hey, you have a lot to learn and you have a lot to work on, but, like, that's okay, and if you just put in the work, you can do it. It's kind of like Sokka in Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I know Sokka's big character arc in the very beginning is that he was high-key extremely misogynistic, but he did learn that, like, not to be that way. But it was definitely written for kids, so it may not be as in-depth. Do Dragon Age keep and stream because it's a little bit jank and you will need help? Alright, we will definitely do that then when we get there. Thank you for the heads up on that. With Steven Universe is also a metaphor for a typical family. Yeah, that is also true. As a show is trying to indulge in the fantasy that anyone can work to be better, Rose Quartz is the only one who can't redeem herself because she is dead. Everyone else can still try. Yeah, absolutely. Like, it didn't really feel like they were trying to say that the diamonds can never work to better themselves, because in Steven Universe Future, we do see them making an attempt to right their wrongs and to do better for the, like, gem kind, and I think that's great. But also, we don't see, like, a big show of Steven being like, yeah, love my rock moms from space. Like, he never fucks with them. He never fucks with them. And he doesn't have to, and that's fine. But also, yeah, it is the whole, like, it's doing more than just telling a story of de-radicalization. You know what? If you want to fight the Darkspawn, the more the merrier. You know there's a risk of joining the Grey Wardens, right?
There are risks to getting up in the morning. I piss on risk.
I'm sure
Okay,
Risk
sure.
appreciates it.
Well, we can talk about that later.
Damn,
right now,
I might
there's more
really fuck hard with
Darkspawn around in
Anders.
sore need of a beheading.
Okay. Anders, how does it feel to be the funniest person in this DLC right now? Sure, we'll do that. Your strength is 50? That's wild. Okay. To embrace ancient techniques of meditation, granting permanent bonus to mana or stamina. Oh. That's kind of fire. Okay. We can do 2 of them. 2 more. We'll do a little bit of survival. And a little bit of combat tactics, I guess. Okay. We gotta max out our Berserker vibes. I feel like Warcry works well with Berserker. And you were doing two-handed. We'll do critical strike, two-handed sweep, and sweeping strike, I guess. And then we update. What are you? Are you a scrapper? Sure. Yeah. That feels correct. Sorry we got to Ogrim before we got to anyone's favorite little guys. Okay. This is the door we came through. So we'll keep going this way. Right. Anders is the funniest person in this DLC for now. He is. He very is. I heard someone say, or I think comment at one point on another comment section, that Steven is the reincarnation of his mom with a different body. How do you think of that as a fan? I mean, that is just... Okay. I don't think he's reincarnation in the sense that, like, he has her soul. I think he is his own individual soul. But lore-wise, he very much is, like, kind of inhabiting her body, sort of. Not... It's like the whole gym thing. I don't think he's a reincarnation in the traditional sense of a reincarnation. But he is low-key technically a reincarnation because he is Pink Diamond now. But I think that's the only... It's only a reincarnation in technicality from the gym standpoint. OG ate his greens. They barely looked green because this is Dragon Age Origins, but they were. You know what? Fair. Before you play Dragon Age 2, you should play the Dalish Elf Origin intro. Is that important for understanding Dragon Age 2?
Roland! Commander, Roland was a knight recruited from Denerim like me. We must do something for him.
He looks beyond healing magic. Maybe a shot of whiskey for the pain?
I like the way you think.
Stop joking. This isn't funny.
The commander?
Look, Wheatley does not have medicine proficiency. What happened?
We only had a moment's warning before they were on us, Commander.
He's fucked. Yeah, there's not a doctor in sight.
But they came out of nowhere. There's one with them. A darkspawn who talks. His magic is powerful.
A darkspawn who talks.
Darkspawn. The lad must be delirious.
This kind of feels like that point in Attack on Titan when the talking titan showed up.
It hurts.
Something in your... Oh. He can feel something moving around in his blood. That's crazy. Oh, love that. Witch Hunt gives all the info from the Dalish Elf Origin. Okay. You meet one of the companions from Dragon Age 2. Oh! Okay. One of the Dragon Age 2 companions shows up in the Dalish Origin, and it introduces the concept that will show up in literally every game. Okay, we might do that then. I will probably need to be reminded when we get to that point. I'm gonna be so real. Oh, I have some chat to read. Part of why Xena is such a great redemption story is you have Xena doing the work to be better every day. You have some people who are just like Xena. You suck, get lost, like one of the villains in Xena is trying to kill Xena because Xena burns her village down and murdered her whole family. Just has a lot of backlore. Oh, okay. That's fair. Can't wait for you to meet Fenris. I also cannot wait to meet Fenris. I have seen so much stuff. Okay, when I say I've seen so much stuff about Fenris, I've seen so many people talk about how much they love Fenris. I've seen so many, like, picture sets of Fenris on Tumblr back in the day. I've seen a lot of Fenris love. That's a future playthrough. Yeah, that's fair. Hold yourself together, Roland.
It was an honor to meet you, Commander. I wish I could have fought at your side. Just once.
Kind of hated that
I
dying
will avenge you,
ASMR.
Roland. I swear it.
Sorry, girly pop. There was nothing we could have done. Wheatley is not about that medical life. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. I'm not saying Wheatley's dumb per se anymore at this point. But he's definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed. Unless it, like, is related to something he is, like, specifically good at. Like, his magic and fighting the Darkspawn. I would say he's pretty damn good at that. Ooh, was I hearing someone talk? Or was that just general Darkspawn noises? That sounded vaguely like words. Okay, that's... Oh. Actually... Okay, yeah, we'll just let him finish casting Blizzard. That's fine. Okay. You know, say all you want about Ogren. We did need him on the party. we did need that fourth that could hit. Poor Wheatley, he's doing his best. He really is. We're not doing too terribly though. Like we're fine. We're fine. Why were you running away, homeboy? Anders low-key sounds like Alistair. I think they just have similar accents.
I'll show you why mages are feared.
Because it's very, like, I feel like it's very clearly not the same person. Anders' voice is a lot more nasally. But they sound similar enough that it throws me off.
For the warden!
Alright, work. Love that. Love that for us. You already met two companions from Dragon Age 2, Isabella and Anders. Oh, that's exciting! I love that
You'll
these
win to
characters
these
come
black-
back.
Things.
Is it just the one? Fenris is so proudly stereotypical and edgy, and it's respectable to me from the writing standpoint. Historically, I have really liked characters like that. So this might be a Fenris. This might turn into Fenris appreciation streams. oh, I didn't actually take those. I just hit close. Fenris is very Astarion-like. Ooh. Okay. I've seen a lot of people say that there's a pipeline from Soulless lovers to Astarion lovers. I don't know why they're similar other than just being ash-holeless elves. And also Astarion looks like Soulless when you use a mod to make him bald. But I have heard there's this one person that I follow on TikTok absolutely love their Baldur's Gate and Dragon Age videos. But they talk about how the real similarity is Fenris and Astarion.
Just as he foretold.
Oh? I think we found the talking Darkspawn.
Be taking this one gently.
We are wishing no more death than is necessary.
Necessary? As if your kind has ever done anything else.
You are thinking you know of our kind, human? It is understandable. But that will soon be changed.
Others will come, creature. They will stop you.
There it is.
It seems your words be true. More than you are guessing.
It is talking.
Well,
What is
let's
going
shut it up
on?
already.
Commander.
Capture the Grey Warden. These others, they may be killed.
Dark.
The Withered? Ugh, hate that. That's kind of fun, though. That's kind of fun. I don't see Solus to Astarion, but I can see Fenris to Astarion. Yes, I've heard the Fenris to Astarion makes a lot more sense. Again, y'all know I don't actually know anything about Solus, other than, like, some super vague spoilers about how he connects to the Veilguard. That's all I know. I think it really is just, they say they're the same because Solus and Astarion are both, like, a little standoffish and elves. If you play as Fenris, it annoys so much. Oh, maybe even a little too much. Astarion Rider was very inspired by Fenris. Interesting. So I'm gonna fucking love Fenris, and it's gonna be everyone's problem. Fenris's personality is different from Astarion. I can respect that. I'm very excited to meet him. Short, shaggy hair and a giant sword, and he's mean, and he's an Angie boy. We love that. We love that. Isabella's my favorite companion for 2 giant reasons. Okay, so I don't think I need further clarification. I think I know exactly what you're saying. I feel like Solus is more Gale, but less friendly. He wants to talk knowledge and magic with you. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I can appreciate that. Wither's sibling. This is Wither's, evil brother, Withered. That guy's already dead, so I don't have to worry about fireballing his corpse. Here I am, out here making this a turn-based game. I think it's really funny that you can essentially make this a turn-based game by pausing ever so often. Who is alive? Is it just the Withered? Is it just him?
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Yeah. Yeah, Wheatley, because you're so tall that they need a ladder to get off your back. Gale is Solus with Alistair personality.
A little over your head.
I can see the overlap with Alistair and Gale. They're both both charming in a very specific way, and they're very sassy. Very sassy and awkward. And unfortunately, we do love that. I think it's really funny. When I was, before I played the game.
Commander, I owe you my life.
Oh, work. You are alive. I'll continue this thought after this cutscene.
Soldiers on the road. It seems we have more company. Hopefully they're more hospitable than our previous guests.
Oh, this is a whole big thing. Are we gonna meet the other DLC characters? Well, that's a familiar face. I feel like I might have missed
too late
something.
to be of assistance. My apologies. Queen Anora. I had intended to provide the wardens a formal welcome. This is unexpected, to say the least. What is the situation?
What
Really, it's crazy
Darkspawn
in there.
remained have fled, Your Majesty. The Grey Wardens who had arrived from Orlais appear to be either dead or missing.
Missing? As in taken by the Darkspawn? Do these creatures take prisoners?
I do not know, Your Majesty. I know only that we cannot account for
Do we
all
have
the
to go into
wardens.
the Fade?
Unfortunate. At least the hero of Ferelden yet
Where would
lives.
Darkspawn keep their
That is something.
prisoners? But anyway, before I played this game, when I was trying to decide who I wanted to romance so that I knew what gender I needed to play as, I literally said, oh, the only thing I'll be missing if I don't play as a woman is Alistair. I'm okay with that. He is the one that I'm least likely to romance. I still stand by that decision, but I did not think I was gonna like Alistair at all. I did not think I was gonna fuck with him. And now he is my best friend, and I would not be mad at romancing him. I wouldn't be mad at it. I think it would be a lovely time. I'm sure Zenith means Isabella's wicked sense of humor and her protectiveness of Meryl. Yeah, those are the two big reasons. Absolutely it is. Thinner's betrayed you? Oh, I'm so sorry, Cheyenne. You didn't have approval with him? I'm so sorry, Cheyenne. I hate when that happens. There's nothing I hate more than when a companion character leaves or you have to kill them. It would not be a Dragon Age game if you do not go into the Fade. Alright, work. Love that. If Alistair's king, he shows up instead of Honora. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's probably why he's not in the DLC. So that if you made him king, he could be here. And it wouldn't be weird. There's a Fade level in this, but it's not as fucking insufferable as base game. I don't mind the Fade levels as much. Some of them are really cool. It had some very interesting concepts. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Is canonically 5'4". Hey, if Wheatley feels tall, that's all that matters. It's your other wife? I forget you also like Honora. It'll take more than a few Darkspawn to kill me.
I would call that bravado, were it not warranted.
It's definitely
You have
still
quite
bravado.
the task ahead of you. I will offer what aid I can, but it seems you will be largely on your own.
Hey, what am I? Chopped nug livers?
From the smell, that's not a bad guess.
Damn, that's
I came here
crazy.
to join the Grey Wardens, and from the looks of it, you could use the extra hands. Now where's the giant cup? I'll gargle and spit.
Hey, Ogren. Maybe now's not the time.
Ha! Well, smack my ass and call me Sally. I'm in.
I suppose all are welcome in this dire time.
Joining the Wardens, eh? Well, good luck with that.
Queen Honora, your majesty, beware. This man is a dangerous criminal.
I beg your pardon?
She means me.
This is an apostate who we are in the process of bringing back to the Circle to face justice.
Oh, please. The things you people know about justice would fit into a thimble. I'll just escape again, anyhow.
Never. I will see you hanged for what you've done here, murderer.
Murderer? But those Templars were... Oh, what's the use? You won't believe me anyhow.
It seems there isn't much to say. Unless you have something to add, Commander?
So he's gonna be a Grey Warden now too, right?
What? Never.
I believe the Grey Wardens
Listen,
still retain
I
the
was
right of
also
conscription,
technically
no?
a criminal when they
I will allow it.
recruited me.
If your majesty feels it is best.
Wheatley's been there.
Way to go, kid. Welcome aboard.
Me? A Grey Warden? I guess that will work.
Congratulations, Sir Mage. I look forward to fighting at your side.
Then if you have everything under control, I will need to take my leave.
I believe the estate has been secured, yes. We have suffered great losses, but the Darkspawn are gone, and there are survivors.
Love that.
Excuse my manners.
Do you hook
I
up
am
Ogren
Veril,
with... I did!
Seneschal of Vigil's Keep.
He did get the lady.
And I am most grateful for your timely rescue, Commander. I will aid you in ruling the lands of Amaranthine.
Alright, work. List of Dragon Age women I'd go Pharaoh for. Good film of fucking tax legislation. I love that for you, Zenith. Get a very big reward for going in the Fade and Awakening. Nice. Okay. You said there are survivors?
Some of the soldiers and Vigil staff survived, but none of the Orlesian Wardens made it. Come and speak to me soon. There are many matters to attend to, not the least of which is the joining. You will need to replenish your numbers.
The security of Ferelden relies on the Grey Wardens now, even weakened as the Order is. It will be up to you to deal with the vestiges of the Blight before the situation grows out of control. No easy task, but I am confident you are up to it. I shall leave you to it.
I mean, the last time we
Farewell,
fought a Blight,
Warden.
there was only
And
like
good luck.
3 wardens total. And then the semi-warden in Morrigan's womb that definitely would still have just been maybe an unfertilized egg and some swimming
Before we
sperm,
do anything
or
else, Commander,
a just
there's
barely
an urgent
fertilized
matter we
egg.
must take care of. Right now, I know of only one living warden assigned to all of Ferelden. That should be rectified. The others could aid you considerably.
Hey, wait! Did Alistair retire? Alistair must have retired. He's fine. He's alive. That's also probably written that way in case you made him king, because he wouldn't be a warden at that point. He would just be king. Alright, let's begin the joining then.
As you wish, Commander.
That
The
is
time
true.
has
There's a
come
fade
for us
level
to
that if you
begin
go
the
through and kill
joining.
Desire Demons, you get
I
a
shall
sick
speak
armor
the
set.
words that have been said
Nice!
since the first. Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand, vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you.
Okay. He's not a warden, he's
From
just
this
king
moment
now.
forth, Ogren, you are a Grey Warden.
But we did not make him king.
What's this,
Honora
the
is
sampler
queen
size?
without him at
Are you
all.
trying to say something about my height? Huh?
So in my canon,
the problem
Alistair
we've
is
always
just like retired and living his best
Really?
life. It's also a recurring character through the series. Love that. Oh my gosh, what happened to his eyes?
Make her help us all.
Is that a part of the joining? Is you just like lose
From
your
this
pupils?
moment forth, Anders, you are a
He goes
Grey
back to
Warden.
serving the Chantry
So we
directly
need
and
to
helps
drink
Honora.
Darkspawn blood.
I
That's
hope
it.
he's living his
That
best
is
life.
it, yes.
Well, all right. But if I wake up 2 weeks from now on a ship bound for Rivain in nothing but my small clothes and a tattoo on my forehead, I'm blaming you.
Alright. Fair enough. This is the beginning of true Dragon Age tradition of having a romanceable dude warden in every game. Love that. Okay, so the pupils... That was
He
on
lives,
purpose.
Commander, and will awaken in time.
Is that what Wheatley looked like when he
From
drank
this
it? I don't
moment
remember.
forth, Myri, you are a Grey Warden.
I have awaited this moment.
Let's see if she loses her eye. It's probably the eyes rolling back. Oh, she had the decency to close them. Hey, why do you say oh no? Don't say that, Zenith.
I am sorry, Myri. May the Maker watch over you now.
Oh.
Poor Myri. Open the doors!
I feel like she could have made
The
it.
commander must be informed about the Deep Road's entrance. It could be their base of operation.
You'd
Rip
have the
girly,
wardens
rip
chasing
girly
them
for
then,
real.
Captain. And even if it proves true, unless the pilgrim's path is cleared by the time your army assembles, they'll have nothing to eat but shoe leather.
I've been to the deep
Garavel,
roads before.
Woolsey.
It's not that big of a deal.
The Commander has had a long day. Woolsey says some merchants escaped the Darkspawn. They can reprovision you for a reasonable fee. And the vigil is yours. Take whatever weapons and armor you need. We'll be waiting when you're ready.
Alright, sick. I feel like I should be fine. Like, I feel like we're good. Oh, everybody needs a chat. She closed those eyes a little too hard. She closed them and they were like, actually, we'll just stay closed forever. She's the recruit casualty. I really thought she was going to stick around for a
Warden
while.
Commander, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mistress Wolsey, sent by order of the First Warden at Whiteheart. I'm to act as treasurer of the Arling of Amaranthine.
Okay.
He believed local men could not be trusted for this post.
One of those local men is right here, Mistress Woolsey.
I have every confidence in the Vigil's loyalty in the matter of arms. But gold corrupts even the most resolute soul.
Sure. Okay. Pleased to have your
Sir,
service.
the Arling is on the brink of economic collapse. Trade must flow. Merchant caravans are being systematically attacked somewhere along the pilgrim's path. It is the
That
only
seems
route that can
intentional.
reliably provision an army, feed a city, and maintain civilization.
Okay. How do I deal with
In the
this?
city of Amaranthine, there is a trader, Mervis, whose caravans have been hit particularly hard.
Okay.
He may know where along the road the Darkspawn, or whatever they are striking.
Work. Oh, right. Yeah, I
Very
get
well,
it.
Commander.
We can't have a full economic and
To
societal
business
collapse.
then. Orlais sent a dozen wardens to the vigil to await your arrival. Nearly all died in the attack, but Kristoff is still in the field.
Who the fuck is Kristoff? Where is he?
The Orlesian wardens were uneasy that the Darkspawn weren't going to ground with the Blight ended. Kristoff was sent to track down some leads. A fortnight ago, he left in a bustle. As best we figure, he went to the city, Amaranthine.
So that's where we need to go next. All right, how will we find him?
Only so many places travelers visit. I check the inns and taverns.
Okay. Why aren't they returning
Wiser
to the
men
deep
than I have
roads?
worried over that. One of the wardens said the Archdemon's strength gave the Horde some semblance of purpose. If they
Oh.
found some other purpose.
Did Kristoff reveal anything of what he
He
found?
did, but not to me. The wardens keep their own counsel.
Okay, that's... You know what? Wheatley should have known that. Find Kristoff last, do everything else first. Alright. Been binging solo leveling? I hope you're enjoying it. I have not really touched it since I had started it. I'm gonna be so real with you guys.
Commander,
I liked it, but it wasn't enough to really like hook me in and like binge
I have
it.
a matter to bring to your attention.
But I really do hope you're enjoying it. I've heard it's good. Like, more than what I've read is really good. Otherwise, you run into a bug that doesn't let anyone else do the joining. Oh! Well, we can't have that. Anything important?
Potentially urgent. The Orlesians, wardens, I mean, began gathering information while they were here.
Yes.
The most promising lead they found was a wild tale a couple of hunters told.
Okay. What is it?
These hunters, Colbert and, well, the other one, claim to have stumbled across an entrance to the deep roads. Darkspawn all over the place, they said. And this was before the fiends appeared throughout the whole Arling. The wardens
Okay.
were just about to send someone to track down Colbert.
Where is Colbert?
Colbert and his friend are in the city of Amaranthine.
Alright,
Probably
sick.
amongst the refugees outside the
Kristoff
city
is already
gate.
a warden, so he does
Come
not
on.
need the joining. Okay. So he is last priority. Oh.
Got it.
Some books? I don't think we actually need that. Okay. Oh yeah, I should talk to these guys.
Should we get a move on?
Well, never mind.
The Tower of Magi has sent me as an ambassador, Commander. In addition to my diplomatic function, I'm a competent enchanter and runesmith. Is there anything you need?
Sick. Not right now.
Farewell, Commander.
Oh, all of my best, like, gear was on everyone other than Wheatley. Who are you?
Mistress Wolsey says I can set up shop here. The place is a shambles now, but I reckon that will change in time. You need anything, Commander?
Sure, let's see what he has. Let us see what he has. What do I even have? Okay, first of all. Yeah, I'll take another backpack. What is this? I don't know what heraldry is. So I'm just gonna ignore it for now. We're okay right now, I think.
Need something pummeled? Just say the word.
Oh, his head looks so tiny with that helmet on. He looks so different. Okay. We'll take all of those. Is that's everyone. Oh. Yeah, we'll take the armor stand. Because I love stealing and I love taking things. Although they did tell me that all of this was mine to take. Okay. Cool. Love that. Oh yeah, Girly Pop died. I
Yes.
completely. It happened literally 5 minutes ago. She's no Sandal. I miss Sandal so much. Zenith coming in clutch with the tips. Oh, absolutely, because I would have not known that. Witch Hunt is a short DLC. You can finish it in one stream. Okay, I kind of want to focus on one DLC at a time. So we'll play Awakening for however long it takes, and then we'll do Witch Hunt, and then we'll do Liliana's song. We have all of March. We actually have however long it takes. You miss Sandal too. He was sweet. Sandal was
Blimey,
nice.
Commander of the Grey. Right. A while back, they caught a thief in the vigil. Took 4 wardens to capture him.
4?
Gave one of the wardens a black eye, he did. Half joking, they said he might make a good recruit.
Who is he? Who is he?
He's in the dungeon, sir. I also have some letters. Arrived just before you did.
Show them to me.
Just give me a moment.
Okay. I am Sir Edgar Bensley, a faithful vessel. My daughter and sole heir, Aileen, has been kidnapped by Mosley the Snake's vile lot of miscreants. Okay. So we gotta save his daughter, sure. If we do it, we do it. Ever since my husband passed, I've been looking after my family and the hired hands, but the Darkspawn have been getting worse. We have a Templar who checks on us occasionally, but there's a limit to what he can handle. If you can help my family, we'll tell. Okay. Sure. Why not? I have no reason not to make an attempt. What did we want to do? I feel like we should max out what we've been working on. Same with you. Wisp was kind of fire. I know we had... Oh, but let's take haste. I don't know if we ever actually did that. His head is always tiny. It's just the beard adds width. That is fair. That is fair. He just looks so different without his red hair. How dare the thief go stealing warden stuff? Punish the thief. Dude in the dungeon is one of my fave characters in this DLC. I'm excited to meet him. Happened to me and just pissed me off. Didn't want you to run into that shitty bug. Learn from my mistakes. I appreciate that. Because... Damn, that was dumb of me. Because I would have gotten there... I either would have not realized it was a bug or not known what to do about it and just would have lived with it. It would have just been a big, well, fuck me, I guess. Alright, where's the dungeon? How do I get to the dungeon? I guess I'll just go around talking to everyone outside first.
I don't mean to alarm you, Commander, but it's possible there are still Darkspawn in the Vigil.
You know what? I would honestly agree with you. Captain didn't mention anything about that.
You know Dworkin? That mad dwarf's bombs shook the whole keep. Some of the deep cellars caved in. I suspect that there are pockets of Darkspawn below, trapped. In time, they may dig their way out.
You know, she's probably right. Another time.
Of course.
I want to go find the man.
So, mage, huh? What's it like?
To have all this power at my fingertips.
No, to always have to wear a skirt.
Oh, good.
Oh, you don't know the story behind the robes.
Wait, I actually don't know either.
How strict things are in the circle, right? Well, of course you do. Well, the robes make quick trysts in the corner easy. No laces or buttons. You're just, well, you're done before the Templars catch on.
I don't think that's actually the story behind the robes.
Just ask anyone.
Wheatley did not fuck in the circle. I'm gonna make that so clear. He was Rizless in the circle. Oh. We just leveled you up. What do you mean? I'll take it. I think we need to up his cunning. I don't know. I don't know if that was what we actually needed. Okay. I want to see this man. Is this the man?
I can't wait to get back to the keep for a hot meal.
Let me talk to the cell guard first,
Commander.
actually.
Good thing you're here. This one's been locked up 3 nights now. Good men died while this one was protected in his cell.
Who is he?
He won't give his name. All I know is he was caught poking around the estate in the middle of the night. I'd say he was just a thief. But it took 4 Grey Wardens to capture him.
Okay, so this is who I'm here
You best
for.
be careful. Whoever he is, he's no ordinary burglar, that's for sure.
He is no match for my Kona Cold. Leave it to
As
me.
you wish, Commander. I'll tell the Seneschal you came. He'll want to know what you decide to do with this man.
So they're gonna hate what I decide, because that's just Wheatley's track record. Dude in the dungeon, it's one of my faves. Love that. It's a door marked with an arrow. We did figure that out. We did eventually figure that out. I think Awakening is more enjoyable than the base game. So enjoyable, and I think I like the companions better. The levels look so cool in this DLC, whereas they look a bit bland in the main game. That's fair. I do really love the companions we had in the base game, though. I'm very attached to them. Bro, why are you sneaking? Bro. Okay. Wheatley did not fuck in the circle. I don't know, the circle in his sheets looked pretty happy. Wheatley was not about that life. He could not do it. When I was younger and ran into Sandal by himself at Fort Draken, I thought something happened to Boden, so I feared the worst until I saw him in Dragon Age 2. Then I knew it was all good. I'm so glad.
If it isn't the great hero, conqueror of the blight and vanquisher of all evil. Aren't you supposed to be 10 feet tall with lightning bolts shooting out of your eyes?
Is that what they say about Wheatley? The Darkspawn probably thinks so.
Somehow I just thought that my father's murderer would be, more impressive. I am Nathaniel Howe. My family owned these lands until you showed up. Do you even remember my father?
Oh, Arl Howe! I was not remembering who that was. When they said earlier at the beginning, I was like, I got him confused with Arl Eamon, and I was a little sad. Okay, yeah. I'm caught back up. I literally do not give a shit about Arl Howe. Can we need another base game companion somewhere in this DLC? Which one? Wait, don't tell me. I want it to be a surprise. 10 get real. Yeah, 10 feet tall is definitely why we need the ladder. It's be more awkward if you play as a human noble. Oh, I believe it. That would make you guys, like, either somewhat related or would have at least known of each other. I made him a warden. He hated it, but I enjoyed his anguish until he expressed remorse. How was... Yeah, to be fair, in our playthrough, Hal was, like, barely here. He was just barely around. His father killed the human noble parent. Yeah, so, like, fuck that guy. So you came here for revenge?
I came here. I thought I was going to try to kill you. To lay a trap for you. But then I realized I just wanted to reclaim some of my family's things. It's all I have left.
You know, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Just how much do you know about your father? Your, your family.
We used to live here once upon a time. Father didn't take everything with him to Denerim. Look, I know you're a hero. You fought a war and you won, and to the victor go the spoils, right? Whatever my father did, however, shouldn't harm my whole family. The Howes are pariahs now. Those of us left. It's all thanks to you. And now you get to decide my fate. Ha! Ironic,
it's not really my fault that his dad was shit, and the rest of the world thinks the rest of them are shit. That is not my fault. To be fair, most of us would be like this dude in his position. Yeah, like, there's a lot of anger and grief, even if whoever you're grieving wasn't murdered. So, like, I definitely understand where he's coming from. But it's like, buddy, like, what do you want me to do? Amaranthine Chantry, that's where the companion is? Oh, sick. I think I can guess who it might be. What will you do if I let you go?
If you let me go, I don't know. I only came back to Ferelden a month ago. If you let me go, I'll probably come back here. You might not catch me next time.
I don't know if that was the wise thing to say.
I could lie, if you prefer.
Your family only has itself to blame for its troubles. Do you really hate me? Do you hate me?
The Darkspawn are a menace. If it weren't for the Blight, maybe my father would never have done what he did.
Look,
but I can't do
that's
anything
the only
about them,
version
can
and
I?
part of him that I know.
There's just you and the Grey Wardens here in my home.
Perhaps you should work to redeem your
You're
name.
right. I'll go join Queen Honora's service immediately. She'll certainly want another How around.
That's not what I meant. Your family only has itself to blame.
The House
That's a shitty thing to
served
say.
Ferelden for 12 generations. My ancestors served under King Calenhad. And now it's all lost. So go ahead and do what you're going to do.
We had trouble capturing
I'm
you?
not without skills. My time abroad wasn't spent chasing skirts and drinking wine.
Okay. What are those skills?
Hunting, scouting, poisons.
So he's the rogue.
Why?
Right?
What do you care?
That feels very rogue-esque. Okay, I've decided what to do with you.
Already? Good.
You say already like I haven't exhausted all the dialogue
I
paths.
brought the seneschal for you, Commander.
Okay.
I see you've spoken to our guest. Quite the handful, isn't he? Have you decided what's to be done with him?
If I tell him who he is, does that take away my ability to like? No, I don't think it should. Chasing skirts and drinking wine sounds like an easy life, to be honest. It sounds lonely.
How? It figures that they would turn up again. The Hows are implacable enemies, Commander.
Writing conscription, is that joining the... That's... I'm gonna Google this real quick. Wheatley is a warden commander. He can get anyone off of any crime. Okay. Love that. I just know sometimes with, like, role-playing games, once you start taking a path, sometimes it, like, goes away you may not have anticipated. That, which I absolutely hate. What is this? The right of conscription. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Once you force people into the wardens. No need to Google. We got it, though. That is joining the wardens. I don't want to miss out on a companion, so that's what we're gonna pick. But I do feel like just letting him go with some of family things would be the right choice. But Wheatley's not a particularly great person.
I'm sorry, Commander. The right of conscription? On the prisoner?
Hey!
No, absolutely not. Hang me first.
You don't think this is better than dying?
Hard to say. You like having Grey Wardens who want you dead?
You just said you didn't actually want me dead. Some of my best friends have wanted me dead.
I can't decide if this is a vote of confidence or punishment.
An interesting decision, Commander.
Hey, listen. Wheatley met the love of his life at a murder attempt. It's fine. Wheatley can handle himself.
From this moment forth, Nathaniel Howe, you are a Grey Warden.
The moment of truth.
Raging! What do you mean you have tragic news? What do you mean? What has Hannah said? Did he die? No, he didn't die.
The Howe is stronger than I expected. For better or for worse, he will live.
That's a crazy thing to say for a man who has just done nothing wrong but grieve his shitty father. And to be fair, his father wasn't shitty to him, just shitty.
Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were our Rendon
June
Ha's
forgot
vassals.
when your birth. I
Now
mean,
they
to be
will
fair.
yours.
If I can be real for a second, the only reason I remember is because it kept being a hot topic of conversation over the past couple of weeks. That is quite literally the only reason I remember. The same for Keegan's birthday, unfortunately. Oh, my mic cut out for a second. I'm really bad at remembering birthdays. Who would I be to judge June for forgetting? Do you remember? Only because we keep talking about it. It kept coming up. It kept coming up in group chats that June was not in. So, like, that's fair. Ripperoni to June's, I guess, though. Sure, his father's probably shitty to him at some point. Look, I have no clue. But even if he was a terrible father, that's still like a... People with complicated relationships to their parents do still grieve their parents. So either way, Mans is literally did nothing. Okay, he might have like trespassed and looked suspicious, but Mans literally did nothing wrong. He kept talking about being an upgrade. Hannah also kept bringing up the fact that like everyone's birthday was coming up. Nate is a good archer. He's Leliana in Awakening. We love that. Nate screams enemies to lovers. Wheatley's committed to Zevran. But also, Zevran doesn't seem like he would be too opposed to polyamory. So, like, maybe. I love Nate. He seems like a normal dude, but then he says the most outlandish stuff, and you're like, I need to study this man's brain. Those are my favorite kind of characters. You do get a new crew in Awakening. Which is kind of sad, but, like, I guess it's fine. My human noble was like, oh, hell no, I'm having my family killer's son in my party. Okay. That would be rough. That would be a hard decision to make. After all our old crew went through, listen, Ogren's still here. That little dwarf, he's still here. Okay, maybe saying little dwarf was actually kind of foul of me. Ogren's still here. In our headcanon, Alistair is, like, living his best life. He's retired or, like, on vacation. I don't know what Liliana's doing. She's probably at a chantry. Zevran is... I don't know where he is. I don't know why he's not here with me. I don't know what he's planning, what he's cooking. Wheatley doesn't know either. But I'm sure Zevran is up to something very important. Nathaniel is the Liliana of Awakening. Do not disrespect my beautiful goddess. I think they meant that purely as functionality and not character-wise. She was in Denerim last I checked. Love that for her. Yeah, we do need to give Nate armor. Okay. What do I need? Wait, okay. What do I need to know about these guys?
Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise.
Who the fuck is Rendon?
Tread carefully, Commander.
Who is Rendon?
Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Arl of Amaranthine.
Is Zevran in Dragon Age 2? I'm so excited. The Zevran brain rot goes deeper than I thought it does. Zevran wrote Wheatley a letter explaining where he is. It must be in the notes section. Must be. Rendon is... Oh! That makes sense. That actually makes sense. I forgot Arl was a title. I really forgot that was a title. Alright, yeah, Archer Princess are money, but our cause is one.
Ban Esmeralda of Amaranthine.
Let me riz him up.
As is old custom.
Have you spec Nathaniel as a bard? His scream is funny.
I promise that I, Ban Esmeralda, will be faithful to the Arl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against him or his heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
Alright.
I promise that I,
She
Lord
seemed
Edelbrecht...
not that trustworthy.
And so, the ceremony is complete.
Not the
Long
fate
live
of life.
the Warden Commander!
This is so goofy. Probably grocery shopping. The unit nurse is running out. We need more birds. Damn. Zenith wants us to play Hatoful Boyfriend again. I had canon that each Dragon Age pro tag keeps a journal, which Dragon Age Origin says that the Warden does at least, and that each of those journals are published for public reading after each game. Oh. Does Wheatley know his journal was gonna be published?
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
Oh, so I do need to go talk to people. Okay. I know who you are already. Who are you?
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl.
That's quite frankly not my problem.
They seek to end your dominion over them.
That is not my problem. Are you certain?
I wish I was less certain, sir. I've had occasion
Speaking a
to
joke, you
intercept
finished
some of their
Huxtable
missives.
Boyfriend
They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible.
I mean, there
But
is a
together they
Christmas
form a
game that I
pattern.
never actually
They mean
finished.
to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition.
It's not actual canon that they are published, but Wheatley does canonically have a journal. I love that for him. Try to keep Anders and Nate alive because you meet both in Dragon Age 2. Oh, we're keeping everyone alive. If there's anything I can do about it, we're keeping everyone alive. She doesn't kill Nate, she tells him to get lost. That's fair. She doesn't look that trustworthy, the fucking Porsche. Listen, it's just the tone of voice. The tone of voice was giving, she's just saying it because that's what she's supposed to say. Okay. I want to see the... Wait. I want to see the messages.
Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise.
I
I've
guess
much
that's fair.
to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
You sounded earnest. What the fuck do I know about about that though? Oh, am I supposed to talk to everybody? All right, let's see what Sir Timothy has. Okay, never mind.
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbrecht.
She does feel suspicious.
Do not have the comfort of city walls.
Barrick would never
On the
allow
plains,
Hawks
the
to
situation
journal
is dire.
Let's just say Wheatley's journal would be a wild fucking thing to read. Don't ask me what's in it because I don't actually know. He just gives the vibes that his journal is unhinged. What's the
As
problem?
we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
Then
The city's
stop
defenses
feasting.
are more important, Edelbrecht.
There may be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food?
I'll take the matter under advisement.
Thank you, my liege.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that meant what I thought it meant. Alright, what do you have to say?
It's an honor to have you as our liege, Commander.
I don't like that voice.
I see that Lord Edelbrecht wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about.
Girl, food is kind of important.
Is the jewel of the Arling.
It does
and
not
she
matter
must
what
be
his
protected.
intentions are. I mean, he made a good point about the people who make your food, girly. This bitch, truly. Alright, why protect the city?
Pragmatism. A farming hovel can be rebuilt with straw and mud. Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well
we
and
just
good,
came from
but what
Baldur's
measure
Gate.
do you put to human life?
They rebuilt fine
the
enough.
folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
Oh,
I
really?
would not be so
That's crazy.
vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander.
I mean, he's still cooking though when he's like that's where the food comes from. Like, okay. Is there anyone else that I can speak to? Are you? You're the merchant. Why are you here? Oh, everyone's here. Whole gang's here. Anders, why do you look like that? He's just stanced up, ready to go. You know who I miss? I miss our dog. I miss our dog a lot. Alright, let's talk to Mr.
I'm here to serve, Commander.
So these types of political judgments are like a mini version of a big scale judgment thing you do in Dragon Age 3. Is it really? That's wild. I think it's crazy because I never make OCs that should be trusted with political decisions. Anders is like stanched the fuck up. Like I don't know what he's I don't know why he's so on edge. Hawk is the funniest Dragon Age protagonist. I'm excited to make and get to know a Hawk. I've always heard really good things about the Hawk protagonist. We'll give Nate armor. We haven't had the chance to yet. Can she shut up? I don't like her butthole-shaped mouth. That's crazy. Zenda, she can't help that. Do anything to resupply
I will
our
do
soldiers?
what can be done, but you would be wise to keep alert for trading possibilities in your journeys. If you can persuade any merchants to trade here, it would benefit the Vigil considerably.
Okay. Why does it care about Emerald?
About the Arling? He does not. But about the implications? A great deal. When Warden Commander Dryden was cast out of Ferelden generations ago, it created a dangerous precedent. We are now presented with another precedent. Wardens owning lands and commanding fealty from lesser nobles. If your Arling succeeds, it will be an example to other kingdoms that wardens are important, blight or no.
Who the fuck put Wheatley in charge? Okay. Yeah, that's...
Very well, Commander.
I feel like we got that. Okay, trade must flow. So is there anyone else that I should talk to? About trade, perhaps? Maybe I should have spoken to her first.
It's an honor to have you as our liege.
We got nothing.
You need anything, Commander?
Okay.
Farewell to you.
I think we can tell him to leave. We can end this.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
He said, let me know when we can clear him out. We're not defending the farmlands?
Edelbrecht speaks truly, sir, but things are dire.
I mean, I get
he
that.
and Ban Esmerel both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade.
Wait. We do need supplies to fight the Darkspawn. But what does that have to do with the other two things? Okay. What the fuck does that have to do about the other two things? If you want the nobles cleared out, he hates being around them. Amaranthine has its wall. I wish I could, like, get more information about the state of, like, is Amaranthine actually, like, being threatened by Darkspawn right now? Or is this cautionary? She did say I should keep focus on trade. This feels like the right thing to say, though.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out.
Yeah. I have heard
Do you
of
know the
conspiracy
conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a... She's a sly one, Sir Tamra, but knowledgeable about such things.
Okay.
Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather.
That's
there
fair.
are options. Some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce.
So we won't do that. Let them try to trap me. Better men have tried. Let me hear about it
have
though,
some
before I make my
soldiers try
decision.
to spy on the nobility.
I remember now this
suppose
DLC
that
is where
might
the
bear
term
fruit.
Antivan milk sandwich came from.
There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf who finds information for a fee.
Love that.
Dangerous fellow, by all accounts.
Love that for this DLC. Wait, I was not paying attention. Okay. How do I reach this Dark Wolf?
No idea, honestly. Somewhere in the foreign quarter of Amaranthine is all I know.
What are the soldiers' odds of success?
Not leading likely, in truth. Good men, lousy spies.
Yeah, okay. I'll see if I can find this Dark Wolf.
You need to head to the city then, and chase down a ghost.
I'll try my best. Alright, yeah, let's clear him
If you
out.
want the nobles cleared out. If you want
It's
to say
gone on long
as
enough.
You wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The commander has business to attend to.
Yeah, we have places to go that are not in here. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot that they didn't have to actively be in my party. Okay. I feel like Trickster's tunic would be kind of fire. Okay. You look cold. Maybe some ornate leather gloves. Some studded leather boots. Wait a minute. This is all the gear off of my homies. Oh, that's so sad. I thought this looked familiar. Okay. So, the Drake skin. Severin's armor is actually really fucking good. I was not aware that it was that fire. Okay. I don't even remember what you do. So... I think you were an archer. Is it just the ice bolts that I have? It is. Wait. This is not this is not what I had intended. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think that's... I think that's good. Love... Oh, wait. Let me check on everyone else. Anders is suited up. Hogan's fucking suited up. For real. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Everyone's good. I love Nate, but he does not rock the skirt like Zevran does. No, it looks kind of wrong on him. It was giving, like, there is something missing here, for real, for real.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, pop the pose. All right. Love that. Anders is so silly goofy. Okay.
You don't always wear robes, do you?
Not when I'm naked, I don't.
Well, I mean, that's factually true.
Circle. Robes would make you easy to spot.
So does the big I'm a mage sign around my neck. I like to make it easy for the Templars.
Ah, so that's how it's going to be.
Wait, you have something around your neck? I'm taking that way too literally. Okay. We'll give you some ranger, because that's what I've given you. Okay. Pick up some survival. Why the hell not? Sure. Okay, and a combat tactics. Oh, yeah. You are archering all over this place. Suppressing fire, master archer. Ooh, I should probably... I keep forgetting ranger does not actually mean bow and arrows. I do the same thing in D&D. Nate is a bard at heart. We can go back. We can go back. I forget ranger's not what I think it means. I see the range in ranger and think it means like archer. Oh, do I have to do all these again, or did he have more? No, I gotta do all these again. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a Song of Valor. Why the hell not? Why not? Arrow time? Sure. Okay. We'll pick up a stealth. Yeah. We'll do that. That feels good. Let me make sure this is all in order. Although it does not, you do not do your bard thing, but that's okay. We can deal with that later. A lot of rangers are also archers. Yeah, I think that's why I get it mixed up. Song of Valor, let that man sing. Oh, it's still going. That went for way too long. That was so goofy. I love that. That was so silly. Okay. Yeah, we let him sing for sure.
You have time to talk about the Darkspawn in the vigil?
We do. All right.
Let me explain. You know Dworkin.
Nathaniel screamed. Good for him.
The whole keep.
Really let that out.
Cellars caved in.
That was
I suspect
something.
that there are pockets of Darkspawn below.
That was something.
Trapped. In time,
Anders is bugged. Oh. He sounded like a vacuum cleaner. Is that what your vacuum cleaner sounds like? Alright, take me to the cave-in. Hopefully Anders works out his bug, but while we go down there. This is my favorite bug in the game. It makes me laugh. Oh, I didn't see it.
Here we are.
I'll have to look back.
The vigil goes deep. Real deep. The hallways down here have been crumbling for years and decades. And that blasted Dworkin's explosives didn't do the structure any favors.
Have the men clear the
you
rubble.
Heard the commander. Put your backs into it.
Yeah, Wheatley's not a digger.
This is where you come in.
He can't dig.
Who knows what's up ahead?
Speaking of vacuums... Some vacuuming. I hope it goes so well. I meant Nathaniel's scream going on for too long. That was... Oh. That was a bug? I thought they were... I didn't realize that was a bug. I thought it just did that. Alright, let's go down.
Templars always find you, Anders.
Incredibly angry. That's how they find me.
There must be some trick to it, surely.
They began recruiting women. The male Templars never stopped to ask for directions.
You're impossible to talk to.
Wait, what?
I do my best.
Okay, sure.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I kind of like these things. Those are cool. Not the puppy dog. I'm not very good at survival. We'll inspect first. Stop saying that you're 5'4". Yeah. You know what, Wheatley? Whatever makes him feel better. Andrew's humor is so slick. Sometimes it just slips through. It definitely does. A woman named Adira writes that she has taken. Oh, well, fuck me, I guess.
She was like a mother to me. We must save her.
Okay, can I pet the dog? I guess I can't. I should have done that first. Okay.
Darkspawn. Kill
Burley was
them all.
Right. Oh.
Got it.
Okay. They have more kick to them than I thought they would. That didn't hit anything.
Got it.
Alright. Love that. Love that for us. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what's in here. Oh yeah, health potions, I'll take that. We will definitely use that.
Alright.
Sure. We'll take that. We must save her. Who's gonna tell him? What do you... Wait, what do you mean? Who's gonna tell him what? Okay. I don't need a small shield. I have so much armor on me that I'm not even carrying or using. She's fucked. Oh, rest in pieces. Okay, this is another little individual room. I like how Wheatley gets shorter with every estimation.
Alright.
Wheatley's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Hey, don't do that.
Got it.
Okay.
I'll get on.
Do a... Oh! Okay. We'll fireball. This should not be that satisfying to do. It's so funny.
Alright.
Nothing is sillier than a good little fireball that knocks everyone down. I think it'd be really funny if your teammates, like, reacted to stuff like that. I said 5'4". Wheatley, at least Wheatley isn't 4'11". Wheatley is definitely not 4'11". I can say that right now. Awakening is very much the prototype Inquisition. Fun fact, despite being called that, Dragon Age 2 was not meant to be a thing, and the actual Dragon Age 2 that was in BioWare's mind was Inquisition. Still like Dragon Age 2 and made important additions. I wonder why they didn't just make Inquisition next then. Like, was there a particular reason why Dragon Age 2 ended up... Okay, yeah. Not everybody scream at once.
Alright.
Nice cone of cold. Fuck it. Chain lightning. Everyone's gonna be dead before it even finishes casting. Yep. Okay. They really thought they could do something here with me? The dev time on Dragon Age 2 is very short. I've heard that. I guess, could that be why they waited on Inquisition so that they would have the time?
Oh, thank the Maker. Please let us out.
You're free.
Quick, before
Go.
more of those things come.
I'm glad everyone approves of me letting go of prisoners. I didn't even... maybe I should have asked some questions before I just let them go. Maybe if Inquisition was Dragon Age 2, we'd get a better Veilguard. You think? But 15 months to make an entire game is wild. EA needed a new release. Dragon Age 2 is meant to be called Exodus, but changed to 2 shortly before the release. Okay. I remember playing this DLC for the first time, being like sweet new companions, then seeing Ogren again and being like, why him? No, I literally said the same thing. I was like, Why is it him? Why couldn't it have been my bestie Alistair or my boyfriend Zevran? I know why it's not Morgana or Morrigan. She already said she did not want to see us again, and that's fine. I can respect that. But, like, out of all the companions, why Oghren? Oh. Oh, that doesn't look good.
No, Adria. We have to help her. There must be some way. Adria.
Yeah, that's outside of Wheatley's skill set. That is... What the? Okay, sure. That'll never not be fun. Alright, Rip Adrea. Yeah, she does not look like she's doing too good. Rip to her. Looked like somebody tried to rip her face off, honestly. Do you have anything to say about that?
It's a little dark, isn't it?
That was pretty dark. I don't... Ooh, gold earring? What is this? A gift? I can still give people gifts. I do keep forgetting Awakening is basically like a whole separate game in and of itself. Can't be Alistair because he might be king, and can't be Zev because the player might have killed him when they first met him. I can't believe all of my favorites are tied up in mights and maybes.
You murdered a slew of Darkspawn there.
Has she tried playing Balatro?
Well, you hear the stories about you and the Wardens.
Does Balatro have
firsthand.
exorcism properties? Like, if I were possessed by a Darkspawn, would Balatro cure that? Yeah, Nate cannot catch a break. Severin is busy with taking his life back, as he should. As he should, honestly. Dragon Age 2, I think, is the best made Dragon Age, despite its shortcomings in terms of storytelling and companion relationship building. Far outclasses the other games, in my opinion. That's fair. I'm excited to play it. There is a Spectral deck, so maybe. That is fair. I should play more Balatro at some point. I haven't played it in a hot minute. Dragon Age 2 is an emotional roller coaster. No other Dragon Age game ever came close. Oh, that sounds fun. I'm very excited for what is in store for us. I know one of the dwarf openings, Oghren is like your best buddy, so maybe he would be your bestie if Wheatley was a dwarf. Maybe. Honestly, I say this all the time. Oghren is not that bad if your party makeup is only men or men plus Shale or Wynn. Basically, men or female characters that Oghren is not into. If that's your only exposure to him, he's fine. A little not aged too well in some places, but not as egregious as when he's around pretty ladies. So that sucks. So the reason that you think they brought back Oghren, and that does make sense. That does make a lot of sense. I think because a lot of people recruit Oghren last, there's no time for the player to use him much. That is also true. Yeah. That makes complete sense. I think the other games suffer from bloat because they feel the need to be bigger. I don't know if that applies to Veilguard, but still doesn't hit as well consistently as Dragon Age 2. That's fair. That's fair. Oghren is neither of the Dwarven origins. They're thinking of Gorham. Oh, okay. Rip to Gorham. I asked June if it was a problem if I could recognize Joker effects just by the art, and she reassured me it wasn't. Why would... Wait. All of the Joker art is very different. I don't think that's a problem at all. That's like... That's just recognizing a card. It would be different if the art was like super similar, but every Joker has like a very distinct design. Outclassed Veilguard? Definitely. Outclassed Inquisition? So I see people have very, very strong opinions about what they think is the better Dragon Age game. Hey, let's get back to business, girly.
Anyway, it looks like the explosives caved this
Oghren
section
isn't any of the origins, but there's a character that is voiced by the same VA. Okay.
So this is how you humans ply your stonecraft.
Listen.
Disgraceful, that is.
What, this would
That's not
barely
Wheeler's
last
problem.
a few centuries. I wager these passages
I'd be more
may
leaning
go
towards
far enough to
Joker if
connect
they
to the
actually
deep
gave him a
roads.
sword instead of a fucking knife. Wait, what are you talking about, Zenith? Also not a problem if I can quote a Magic the Gathering verbatim just by the art. Like, you have the whole card memorized? I mean, if it's a card you play a lot, I don't think that's a problem. If it's a card you just look at for the vibes, I also don't think that's a problem. I mean, if you play it a lot, it's not like... I feel like if it's a card you play all the time, that's just the natural, like, repetition, so it's gonna be ingrained in your brain. Inquisition has various issues that make it my least favorite Dragon Age. That's so interesting. I love that everyone seems to have such, like, widely different opinions on which Dragon Age game is the best. And I also love that most of the community is in agreement that Veilguard is not the best. I think that's funny. But I also didn't wait 10 years for Veilguard, so maybe I'd feel differently if I had. You think I stick to one deck? Listen, I don't know how you build your Magic decks. Have at least 12 decks just for one format. That's a lot. That's a lot. Good luck with that. But you're not a sword and shield warrior. You can customize your shield. Oh, yeah. I was seeing the heraldy stuff. I just didn't really know what that was. Ogren voice actors. Steve Blum is one of my favorite voice actor. Voiced a lot of my favorite characters. Nice! I love that for you. Oh, yeah. I didn't finish my thought about, like, all the Dragon Age games and everyone's opinions. I think it's so fun that everyone has very different opinions on which one is their favorite, because all that tells me is that at least the first 3 of them are all really, really good. Like, there's things to dislike, but there's also things to like, especially when it seems like a lot of people are not in agreement on which one's the best one. I did see they put Veilguard in the PlayStation Plus Essentials. I don't really have an opinion about that. Good for PlayStation Plus users. I wonder if my brother's gonna download it, because he's seen that I've been playing a lot of Dragon Age lately. You're talking about Persona? Bro deserved a sick-ass katana, not a limp-dick fucking knife. Okay, that's fair. He does. But also, I use the gun more often than not. I give him a Glock, as Hannah would say. Is it actually a Glock? I don't fucking know. It's like an airsoft gun or something. I don't know. But yeah, no, Joker would look really cool with a katana. Yusuke already slays with the katana. Okay, but like Joker aesthetically would go hard with a katana. Another free game that I'm not gonna touch. How much did Veilguard cost new? Was it like $60? That seems to be the new general game price. I feel like a lot of people love the first Dragon Age game they played. And that's a very common thing that I've noticed. Like, Animal Crossing community is the same way. Whichever your first game was seems to be your favorite a lot of the time. Veilguard was kind of let down for me personally. Yeah. And I do think part of why Veilguard was so ass for people is because they waited for so long for it. So even like the smallest disappointment is gonna really fucking suck. And I'm not saying it's not a bad game because I haven't played it yet. You have to meet Yusuke though? I do still have to meet Yusuke. I should have streamed Persona 5. Then I would have actually like gotten a lot farther in it than if playing it just whenever the vibe hits. It was 70? Why is the Veilguard cost the same as Baldur's Gate 3? How did they justify that? Veilguard protagonist was boring, not funny, very Yeah, I've heard that a lot about the Veilguard protagonist being very, like, basically everyone's therapist and not in, like, a good way. And they just weren't particularly great. The player has to do a lot of the legwork. Which, that doesn't necessarily bother me, because I do that anyway. But I can see, especially because I've heard so many good things about the Hawk protagonist, going from, like, peak to something that sucks is the worst. All games release at $70 now? Damn. That's crazy. I hate that. I really hate that. Like, if you can justify the price, fine. I feel like Baldur's Gate is justifiably worth $70, especially, and you have no way of knowing this at the release of the game, but especially, like, all of the content that they have provided free of cost afterwards. Like, I got my $70. I didn't actually pay for it myself, but I definitely got $70, if not more, of enjoyment out of Baldur's Gate 3. That makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense for Veilguard to be $70. But that is a lot of money. Spending $70 on $70 on a game that ended up not being what you expected or hoped for also really fucking sucks. Veilguard's femme protag has a huge plus of being voiced by Brianni Corrigan. Oh, the protags are voiced? Oh, they're voiced in this game too. Never mind. That's cool though. Blame the Ratchet and Clank fans for the new $70 price tag. I actually am not familiar with those games. You have such a flexibility with Warden, none with the Veilguard. Wait, so do you not have like a evil path and a less evil path or a good path or whatever in Veilguard? Like, are you forced to be good at all times? Baldur's Gate 3 is worth full price from the stunning gameplay, dialogue, and even base developers. Yeah, like, I'm not mad to spend, and this also comes from, like, a place of privilege, because not everybody can spend $70 on a video game, whatever. Isn't Baldur's Gate 3 only $60? You might have gotten it on sale. I know in America, it is $70 normally. I think that games being $70 or formerly $60 is why AAA games add so much filler quests. But have they also considered the game doesn't actually have to cost that much? They can just make what they planned on making and price it accordingly. That is an option. They can do that. They don't have to do what they do. There's no evil playstyle in Veilguard, good only, must be good. That's an interesting choice. I'm not really I don't feel a particular way about that at the moment because, again, I haven't experienced it, but that is, from my understanding, also a very big difference between the rest of the Dragon Age franchise. Games were bloaty at $60. Damn. No evil path in Veilguard. That is a choice. Problem is not character nice. The biggest problem is the character is really bad writing. It is crazy work to have bad writing for a character that is a player insert. I am curious to see how it hits for me when I play Veilguard. Without evil choices, good ones don't seem as rewarding. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I can see why people would see it that way. I don't know. I have a hard time playing evil routes, especially my first time through a game, just because it's like, it just makes me feel bad. So the absence of an evil route doesn't make a good route less rewarding or enticing to me personally, but I think it also is just comes down to how the story is handled and the choices are handled in the only good route choices game. Yeah, I did know EA really wanted Veilguard to be not basically Fortnite, but like that same kind of online multiplayer live service game. You love evil routes though? Yeah, because you hate hot people and you hate having fun, Raging. C-Suite says number must go up. You're still right. The suits do say numbers must go up. Sven earned my respect with one sentence. All we ask for is the game price. Everything new added is yours to enjoy. Yeah. I think that, because, like, they're not doing DLC. They're fixing issues that were already in the game or adding content they intended to be in the game at the get-go and just didn't get done on time. I don't think we should be paying extra for that. But yeah, like, they're going up. It's one of those things where I don't think they're going above and beyond what should be the standard, but they're definitely going above and way beyond what is actually the standard. And that should be celebrated so that it becomes the standard. Dilgard's dialogue was literally as paced as old people fucking. That is crazy. There's so many annoyances. Fucking boils as enemies. Why did you take that the worst way? What did you expect? What did you expect from me? Literal pus-filled boils? Ew. Like dead ass? Like that's just what the design was? That is kind of gross. In some games, there are more hot people in the evil routes. That is true. That is very true. I think BioWare released the stats that 80% or higher play the good route. Yeah, I do know that's like the route most people end up playing. And in my experience, playing the good route gets you the true story or like more story. Because I know in Undertale, if you do the pacifist route, you get a lot more like character story, and the ending is obviously different. Life is Strange, the good option is to kill one person to save an entire town, and that's the ending that actually like has some effort put into being an ending. And then obviously Baldur's Gate 3, if you do the evil routes, you cut out so much character. You lose characters, whereas if you do the good route, you only lose Minthara. And then there's so much stuff that gets cut from an evil run. The companions are so bland and boring. Oh, I hate that. Companions make or break a game, I feel like. Would this cave-in stop them if they return?
This? Hardly. Give me a few dwarves and we could have her cleared in a week. This is a grave matter. If we don't shut these tunnels, the Darkspawn can attack from below again.
Andraste's blood. There are basement entrances throughout the keep. There's no way to defend against that.
Then we follow the tunnels and hope to find a single point to block off. Never you fear, lass. With the Warden's muscle and my stonecraft, we'll find a way.
You think Wheatley has muscle? Is crazy. You personally think the evil routes are more fun? Maybe I just haven't played a game where the evil routes are more fun. I just don't like being mean to the little blorbos in the game. EA loves to take solid game franchises and try to make them into something else entirely. Are you speaking from Sims trauma? You can never speak for yourself on Dragon Age. You were always playing a character. Okay, Close Down Channel. You failed to take into account that even though Wheatley is a fully separate character, all of my characters basically turn into self-inserts by, like, the first big decision. You just like the option? You just like the option of being a baddie? I guess I can respect that. My absolute favorite Baldur's Gate Tav or Dark Urge is my Evil Dirge Tempest. He is my favorite one. Which goes against everything I have just said about evil routes. With that knowledge, I understand them not making an evil route. Yeah, like if they were already spread thin on resources because of how corporate was basically pulling them, I can understand why they wouldn't want to take the time, the resources, to create something that 20% of players were even going to experience. That makes sense to me, Kel. Wait, your fifth is Karen/J. Do you actually have a favorite Tav/Dirge? Out of all of your playthroughs, Raging? I was evil in my first run of a CRPG I just played, and it hurt because I got attached to all the good people before they died. That's rough. You know how much more it would have hurt, though, if you played a good route first and then went back already being super attached? Oh, baddie's not evil. The option of being a baddie, but most video game women are just... Yeah, no, that's fair. Probably Daryl Eugene. Love that for you. I don't care for choices no one will pick. That's just a waste of dev time. Yeah. I think that's what Kel was saying earlier. I always use Darvin and Emric in Veilguard. I've seen so much love for Emric. The people love Emric. Can we at least agree that Solas's character was the absolutely shafted, which is sad because Gareth David Lloyd deserved Neil Newbon moment for his excellent performance as Solas. I'm sorry that happened to him. Excited to get to that performance, though. The strange thing is Max and Chloe don't have a romantic relationship. Chloe on the first game or even the second game. It depends on how you play it, Closed Down Channel. I don't think Max and Chloe had a healthy relationship. They were definitely terrible for each other. But there was love there. You could say it was platonic from their history of being best friends, sure. You could say it was more than that, sure. I do, but I don't think that's like the one sole canon. But I do think they had something. Was it good? No. But that's just how it is sometimes. Every person I watch probably Life is Strange chooses Chloe anyway because they're all women-loving women. Yeah, I don't because I like to be sad. So I pick the sacrifice Chloe and then I just sit here and sob. And also, like, the saving Chloe ending is just really unsatisfying. And it's very out of character, I feel like. Solas was arguably better in Veilguard than Inquisition. He is in his prime in Veilguard. Interesting. Sobbing for the win in all caps is crazy. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. You're not invited to my house. I don't know what the correlation with that is. The trans rap in Veilguard is so bad and it hurts my soul. Oh, I hate that. So I guess when we do play Veilguard, I'm going to have a lot to yell about. I think my main complaint with the evil route is they usually lock you out of stuff, but don't replace it with anything. Like before Minthara was recruitable as a good guy, you had to lose both Halsin and Will for her. And Karlach. You also lose Karlach for Minthara if you do an evil route. If you recruit Karlach after killing the Grove, you can have her on an evil run. How does that happen? Because every game I have played, I've come across Karlach after killing the Grove, and it is on site for her. She doesn't give me a chance to talk. She just goes, I know what you did, and we roll the dice. Maybe I did something wrong. Hate crime, jailed, prison for saying you're not invited to my house after you said sobbing for the win? Or am I missing something? It doesn't work, she knows, and tries to beat you up. Yeah. Only character I feel like Tim was soulless. Varric didn't feel like himself. That's really sad. I hate that. I really do hate that for the people who expected better of Veilguard, which honestly should be all of us. There's nothing I hate more than when a character is out of character. I get so heated about it. Tash is controversial. Some think they are bad rep, others think they're good rep. Okay. Bad rep in the sense of poorly written, or bad rep in the sense that their character did some questionable things and sometimes feels like a making the trans character be not that great of a person kind of bad rep. I'm playing Rogue Trader the second Mazahari show up. I'm like, okay. That's fair. Varric wasn't out of character in Veilguard. I will say, Close Down Channel, so, some people do have different interpretations of characters, so what's in character for you may not necessarily be what's in character for Cheyenne. I know there are characters I have a very, very specific view of what I think is in character for them, which may not always align with the original creator's idea of what's in character for their little guys that they made. Mostly poorly written. Okay. Damn. No companions in Veilguard are represented as good people. Okay. You can also keep Karlach and Will with killing the Grove if you kill them both. Yeah, there are, like, ways to, like, bugs and stuff to keep the characters. in Baldur's Gate if you do an evil route, but I don't think that should be included in the conversation of making evil and good routes like have equal content, because that wasn't intended. Tash is not the first trans character in Dragon Age? Who is it? Who's the first trans character in Dragon Age other than Wheatley, because the credits last week had a pronoun swap up for Wheatley. Tash is the most fleshed out. Interesting. Tash is written for cis people? No. Ugh. Sorry to any cis people out there, but there's a specific type of person that is usually cis that is very difficult to talk about gender with because they have no clue. It's like, it feels like trying to explain like highly advanced math that uses a different number system than what we're all taught to a toddler, is what it feels like sometimes. Sorry to any cis people out there. Go so hard. Yeah. There's a trans guy in Dragon Age 3. Sick. Love that for him. Accidentally misgendered them because they are poorly written. Ah. There to explain non-binary stuff to cis people. Oh, and that's like the one brand of being trans that I know the most about. Okay, we're gonna have a lot to yell about, I guess, when we get to that part. Alright, let me know as soon as you clear the passage.
But as soon as we clear it, we'll let you know.
Krim in Inquisition was a trans man. Krim was great. I've heard of Krim before. Love that for him. Tash was written by a non-binary person, so that critique doesn't check out at all. Okay. Was Tash a character that was very, like, baby's first exposure to non-binary people? That's what it sounds like. Tash is also written with the misogyny and racism flavor? Hello? Meaning that they experience those things, or that they perpetuate those things? Sorry to any Cobra Kai fans. Oof. Please just punish me, Mommy Karlak is crazy, but you're so right for that, Zenith. Sorry to call you out on something you sent a few minutes ago. Krim is my favorite character. I'm excited to meet him.
Of course.
Alright, so we just had to come down here and get the rocks going. I thought we were gonna get to do that whole thing today. I have to zoom in on the back of Wheatley's neck. Oh, that's crazy. Oh. Here's.
Dirty little dwarf, aren't you?
You're quite the dirty little
Why'd you say
mage.
it like that? Why are they flirting?
Still, I'm no ale-swilling mountain of belches like you.
What are they
No
saying?
winking, slack-jawed coward like you.
True, we should form a club.
Chad, are they flirting? Are Anders and Ogre actually very in love?
Commander, so this is human construction, is it? My brother said you'd need a stonemason, but he didn't know the half of it.
Listen. They didn't specialize in stonemasonry like you guys did. Is AFAB written by AMAB and it shows? I don't know how to feel about that statement. Like, again, I don't really know this character, so I have no fucking clue what you're referring to. But maybe I'll see what you're trying to say when we get there. Accidentally misgendering them because they're badly written. Good amount of Tasha's story is written about their pronouns. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was said as a joke, but I see what, yeah. Only thing you get to know about Lucian's is coffee. He's obsessed with coffee. Lucian's really said, hey guys, you know what's fire? And I'm gonna make it my whole personality. I love that. You just didn't focus on his story. Oof. Interesting. I'm excited to meet these characters you guys keep talking about. Anders is bi, so the way Anders and Ogren were talking just now, like, that's flirting. I may not actually know what flirting is, And I may have a weird way of doing it myself, but that was flirting. Why'd they say it like that? The tone of voice, everything. Tosh being written by a non-binary person doesn't make them being a non-binary 101 explanation for cis people untrue. Yeah. Yeah. I think it was just the particular wording kind of made it sound like that's not what you were saying. I'm not really sure. But I can understand the needing to have that, like, non-binary 101 thing. It kind of reminds me of the discourse about the Barbie movie. Now, I have not seen the Barbie movie. My mom watched it. She said it was great. I believe her. My mom is a very smart woman. But one thing that people were upset about is they were like, it feels like baby's first feminism. But also at the same time, there are a lot of people that need that. There are a lot of people that need that, like, 101 starting point. And non-binary is one of those things that a lot of people need, that 101 starting point. More so than people need with feminism, I would argue. So I can understand why the character would be that way and why that's frustrating for people who either just know more about transness and non-binariness or are non-binary. But also at the same time, especially if that's the first non-binary character in a Dragon Age franchise, I see why they would want to start with the really annoying 101 phase. Because people, unfortunately, do need that. Do you have a favorite companion? Like, any game you've played? So I've only played Origins. Zevran's my favorite companion. By far. Alistair's actually surprisingly a very close second. Alright, welcome to the Vigil. We definitely need their masonry.
The Darkspawn did a number on
Dorian
this
is
keep
really
of
well
yours.
written.
But
I've
I
heard so
suspect
many
it was
good things about
crumbling
Dorian.
Well before they showed up. Your seneschal gave me some
Generic feminism
fancy
films seem
decree
like
promising men
anti-racism
and
movies,
monies to fix
but at
the
least an
Vigil,
attempt at them.
But it's a paltry sum.
Whereas they do more harm than
suppose
good.
It would be sufficient to reconstruct
I
the
can,
walls
yeah,
to
I can see that.
standards. But who'd want that?
I don't know if the Barbie movie came off that way, because again, I didn't see that, but it's... Unfortunately, a lot of people do still need that, like, very first, like, hey, here's this very intro level to this concept. Anti-racism movies are so overt with racism that people don't take you seriously when you talk more subtle racism that exists way more. People are so weird about that. Like, you bring up microaggressions and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they refuse to listen. It's so weird. But yeah, I think the biggest thing that comes to mind, and I don't know if this, like, is exactly an example of what you're thinking of, and it's been a really, really long time since I've seen this movie, but I don't even remember what it's called. Wasn't there a movie about, like, a white family that, I don't know if they adopted a black kid, or if they were just, like, mentoring him, but it was like a football movie. I don't even remember. Never mind. Let me just skip to the point. I know a lot of the, like, anti-racism stuff also, like, in an attempt to appeal to racist people and, like, declaw what they think they see when they see a black person, they, like, infantilize the black characters sometimes. And it's, yeah, no, I see exactly what I know exactly what you mean when you say that, even if my way of getting to the point was very convoluted. You feel like you're playing Life is Strange in Veilguard? Oh. See, I don't mind modern language in a fantasy setting. I do mind when it's modern language that no one fucking says. Like in Life is Strange, I don't know anyone who spoke like that in 2013. The Blind Side, yeah. That's the movie I was talking about. I don't know if I actually remembered that correctly, like anything that happened in the movie, but that's the one I remember seeing people talk about that one as an example of, like, an anti-racism movie that wasn't necessarily what it made itself out to be. The Barbie movie is baby's first feminism, but it also pro-capitalism / don't change the system too much, which isn't surprising for a movie about a toy. Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright. Interesting. I mean, what else do you expect from Barbie? Okay, I can definitely see why people were not happy about that. It's not even done right. Tash still got misgendered in an end convo with Isabella where the fucking consist. Oh, and they don't call Isabella out on that or nothing? They just let it slide? Proofread your own fucking game. Damn. Yeah, that's wild. Football movie is based off a true story, but then they interviewed the football player and said it was all bullshit. Wait, I think I remember hearing about that. Crazy to say based off a true story and then not even tell the true story. That's insane. I bet that must have been super frustrating for the actual, like, football player that it was based off of. They took out the ability to switch between companions in Veilguard? Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Zenith? It's a whole section where they don't let that slide. She's up for it, which makes more sense in the game. Okay. I did know Dorian was gay, and that's like a big part of his character. I prefer company of a man because gay is a modern word, not belonging in medieval fantasy world like Dragon Age. Gay is not really that modern of a word, though. But I don't know how long it's been used to describe, like, men loving men. But I wouldn't say gay is a modern word. But they probably did their research into actual, like, linguistics if they were trying to be medieval. But yeah, honestly, love that for Dorian. Don't get me started on combat. I'm gonna crash out if I continue talking. Okay, Zenith, I need you to hold that in for when we get to Veilguard and we can all just have a collective crash out together. Or y'all will have a collective crash out and I'll just be having a nice little time. Football movie claimed the White family introduced him to the football player and he was like, I was a teen boy in Texas. I 1000% already knew what football was. Yeah. No, like, it would be really hard to not know what the sport is. I'm gonna be so real. I didn't grow up in a family that particularly cared about sports. And, like, even I know what it is and what's going on for, like, the vague part of it. I like to imagine you talking is just what's going on in Wheatley's head while he stares at this person for like 10 minutes. Would be sufficient to reconstruct a wall as human standards, but who'd want that? What would it take to rebuild it right?
I'm not certain of the character of the stone in these parts, but we'd need more men for certain. Proper
if you can get more men,
not some starving dusters, right? Which all boils down to coin, really.
Modern language in particular is the term non-binary that most have a problem with, it seems, but there may be other examples that could be taken more seriously. The suggested places. The suggested replace words for non-binary miss the point of Dragon Age lore. Wheatley is ADHD crazy. Listen, he's just like me for real, for real. Honestly, that feels nitpicking for the sake of nitpicking, and I don't know what, like, older terms that would encompass what non-binary means, but also at the same time, sometimes the sake of representation, or for the sake of representation, especially if you are doing a non-binary 101 for babies kind of representation, you just need to spell it out and use words that people are going to be able to understand and look up to get the information. And non-binary is what's used now. They needed to use that. They needed to use that. That's the word that everyone uses now, and if you want to have representation for a subset of transness that, quite frankly, a lot of people either don't even know exists or believe doesn't exist, you have to use the terminology that's being used, even if it's not, like, period accurate. I don't have any problems game as trans or gay characters. The only thing I want is a fun and well-written game. Exactly. You can have all the gay or trans characters you want. It's not gonna save a shitty story. You're so right, Cheyenne. And we have Baldur's Gate as the prime example. Anyway. I was gonna go nuts if I heard Morgan say Shaka bra. You don't want Morgan to have her Chloe Price moment? Most older terms for non-binary are culture specific, so they would be more inappropriate. Yeah, okay. That's fair. That's a good point as well. The game doesn't have any gay or trans characters. I'm just going to imagine they all are. Yeah, me too. If the original creators are not going to put them in there, I'll just do it myself. And that's what I've been doing for a long time. Veilguard is a discourse sink we're still drowning in. Listen, I love, as long as no one's like being like actively hateful and aggressive towards one another, I love to have a good discourse yap sesh. It's fun, quite frankly. Okay. 80 sovereigns do? I could raise that much.
Don't take too long about it. It'll take a while to rebuild, and the Darkspawn aren't patient.
I mean, I have a lot of that already. How much do I have? I already have 60. I only need 20 more. Okay. Are there any more? Oh, there's these guys over here.
Have to come all this way. It's cold here. Very cold.
It's Wade.
Cold. The wardens.
I love Wade.
Warden Commander. I represent Master Wade, the finest.
And bloody.
They called Tash Two-Spirit or something else. It would have been even worse than saying non-binary.
Finest
yeah.
armorer in Denerim.
Two-Spirits is something like very specific
we thought that you might have need.
I know it's specific to like Native American culture. I don't know if it's outside of that. But like it means something very specific within that culture. So unless they wanted to make Tash be Native American, that's definitely not what they should have said. And I'm sure a lot of other replacements would have similar. Cree Friend is Two-Spirit? Love that for them. Brother missed The Last of Us 2 discourse. I've never actually played The Last of Us. And the only people I know that play The Last of Us are either chill as hell, or they're like my brother who's barely paying attention to the story to begin with, or they're like just excited for the lesbians in Last of Us 2, and you know what? Good for them. Love that for them. I remember you!
My one
Love
glittery
Mr. Wade.
moment. The highlight of my career, and now I'm stuck at Turnip Keep.
Vigil's
He's so
Keep.
dramatic.
Vigil. Sorry, Warden Commander. You know how he gets.
And I love him. Alright, what brings you here?
This is a temporary relocation. The Darkspawn are most active around Amaranthine. We thought we could help.
And I suppose the money the Crown paid us had nothing to do with it?
Shh.
Alright, let me see your shop.
Oh, of course.
Why would I play a new game when I could just play the one that I have 500 hours in another time? Me with Baldur's Gate 3, for real. Although, I've gotten better. I'm a recovering Baldur's Gate addict. Okay. I thought I heard my cat meowing outside my door. I'm sure he's fine. Is Last of Us 2 the game where you play as a person who killed the protag of the first game? Ooh, not the Last of Us spoilers. You heard it too? Okay, so that must have come from the game. Because there's no way my mic would have picked that up. Vigil Keep? I remember accidentally calling it Virgin's Keep. That's what we are when Zevran's not around. I heard people being very angry about it. Okay, yeah, the decision to kill off a protagonist and then have you play as the person who led to their death in the next game, I could see why that'd be controversial. I don't have anything to add to that, but I can see why people are angry about that. I don't actually need anything. I just wanted to look at your wares and buy a backpack, I guess.
You're back. You need anything?
I found an ore deposit?
Oh, this will help a great deal. Viridium.
I think it's an interesting concept. It is an interesting concept.
Commander, if you like, we could outfit your men. It wouldn't cost you anything, but some soldiers would have to guard the miners.
Love that. I do think that is a good concept, but also like if you spend however many hours The Last of Us is getting attached to a character, like it's understandable to be upset about how things turn out. You'll have your guards.
So I'm to make armor
I don't know if
for
that's a good
all
choice.
Amaranthine's rabble? Helen, you abuse me so. It's unconscionable.
What is their relationship?
Fine, I'll work.
I don't remember. Are they related?
Something to sink my
Or are
teeth
they just
into.
like co-workers? I don't know if they're related or not. So I won't say anything too crazy.
You're back. You need anything?
Why do you still have...
Providing arms and armor. If we are going to be so dreadfully plebeian, I don't suppose Amaranthine has any proper metal.
Well...
Silverite? Viridium? Or are we back to bronze weapons? Stone clubs?
Wade has a point. If
Okay.
you come across any
yeah.
deposits of ore, let him come back soon.
Alright, we cleared that. Do I go to the city now, right? This feels like a going to the city time.
Samuel. Groundskeeper Samuel. Is that you?
Who?
What,
Make his
Samuel?
breath. If it isn't
They are
little
partners?
Nick.
Okay, that's what I thought,
know
but
that
I
face
also, like,
anywhere.
there was a slight
Groundskeeper, I
chance
am
they could have been
overjoyed that you
related, and I didn't want to
stayed
say that if they
Please,
were.
Do you know how my brother died? And my sister?
You had siblings?
I was in the Free Marches.
Your brother died in the war. But Lady Delilah, don't you know? She isn't dead, son. Not that I know of. Last I heard, she married a storekeep in Amaranthine. Don't know which one. Poor girl.
Did you hear that? My sister is alive.
Another sister hunting mission is crazy. Clocking it in an hour at least, I ain't touching it. Wait, let me read what you said before that. They're obviously husbands. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I just didn't want to say it without confirming if they were related or not, because I did not remember what they said in the game. My sister played The Last of Us 2. She said I wouldn't like it. That's fair. No matter how good or bad the concept was executed, the hate was pretty extreme, which was sort of the problem with a lot of Veilguard critique. I'm not against listening to Veilguard critique, but if it ain't clocking in at an hour at least, I ain't touching it. Real. You're so real for that. I know there was a lot of rage baiting Veilguard content, because a lot of the Baldur's Gate people that I had, not like the creators of the game, but like just Baldur's Gate fans that I followed on Twitter when Veilguard came out, they talked about that all the time. Finally, some good news for our boy Nate. He finally caught a break. Echo Bazaar made a good video on Veilguard. Okay. Love that. I like Veilguard a lot, I think. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad you like it. Another how? Just what we fucking need. Hey. The children are not their father's crimes. They are their own people who could commit their own crimes that we can hate them for. Why did you think she was dead?
I knew about my mother and heard my brother might be dead. I suppose I just assumed that Delilah was dead too.
Okay, that's
Could we
fair.
ask
I would have
around
done
the
the same
shops
thing.
Next time we're in Amaranthine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think
would be
liking
interested
Veilguard
to
is a
know
big green
just what
flag,
happened
but
to
I
her.
just don't. And that's also fair. Again, I do believe that a lot of the people who had to wait 10 years to be disappointed, that's gonna lead to people really not liking the game. What do I need? What do I need to push up? That feels good. We need that. Okay. We're gonna try some combat magic.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I have a lot of things active at once. This is great. Nate is just Wheatley. He was human. They are very visually similar. Can I pet this? Just take the cat with me? Ask if he's hungry. Cats don't like to just be abruptly taken. Is this our camp pet? Items received? Items received and it just being a cat is wild. I just have a kitten in my inventory? Hello? Okay, yeah. Let me just steal a cat. New scratch? New scratch. Okay. Oh, there is no world map. Love that. Into the dungeon, basement. World map is over there. Work. Okay. I did not go the right way. We'll finish looting. Give it to Anders. Oh, is he a cat girly? I was liking having the kitten in my inventory. I'm gonna save the game. Just because I haven't saved. No other reason. I was about to give it to myself.
Oh, look at the cute little kitty. There was a mouser in the tower named Mr. Wiggums. Only company I had when the Templars locked me up. Miss that beast a lot sometimes. But I can't keep a cat. We fight Darkspawn for a living.
He'll stay at camp. He can stay at the keep then. What do you want to do with him?
I'm not sure. Seems cruel to just leave him. Well, I'll keep him just for a while, until I find somewhere safer.
We have a camp
that
cat.
Okay with you, kitty? I'll call
Love
you Sir
this.
Pounce-a-lot. You can stay in my pack. Just
You
for
were
a little
live and I
while,
was
yes?
late. Welcome in, Overlord. Yeah, we've started Awakening. We're like 3 hours into it, but also a lot of that 3 hours was yapping, so you have not actually missed 3 hours of content. But we got Anders and we got Nate. And now I'm trying to find my way out to the world map. There we go. Anders loves that you gave him a kitty. I love it too. Sir Pounce-a-lot joins the party. Oh, that would be so fun. Okay. So we gotta go to the city. Give it to the one who looks like that cat the most. I see the resemblance. I absolutely see the resemblance. Sir Pounce-a-lot is fucking adorable. I love that. Okay, so we've got a lot of things to be doing in the city.
Ah, it's the Warden Commander. The rumors about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
Okay. Wait, can I catch him? Can I catch him?
They used to display the heads of traitors over that gate. I suppose my father is lucky his didn't end up there.
There wasn't a head to put up there. We exploded him. We blew him up.
Talk about me stinking up the joint.
What are you on about now?
Cat piss. Little kitty there makes
Thank
me
you for the
want to
hydrated this stretch.
Don't listen to
I'm completely out of water, so I'll have to go fill it up when these two are done flirting. Forgot about this and thought that my cat was hungry. Yeah, now I'm glad the meow we heard was in the game and not my own cat being uncharacteristically loud. I'm gonna go grab some water for Overlord's hydrate. I will be right back. Okay, we're gonna be so hydrated. Thanks for that, Overlord. Don't know if you should make Earl Grey or lemon tea. We told you... I think we told you lemon tea last time. I feel like that's always gonna be my vote, but if you have not had Earl Grey recently, you should do that one next. Ooh, the blanket that I've been using has so much static in it. My headphones are going crazy. Okay. Don't forget the old... Yes, the old companion in the city. I did remember that.
Ah, Warden Commander.
Lemon tea because it's left caffeine. Ooh,
you know an
that is also important.
when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both.
Why should I take this partnership?
The bartender at a local inn has overstepped his bounds.
How so?
He was hired to watch one of the entrances to our den, but now seeks to extort more coin. Terrible, isn't it? A person of your influence would have no trouble convincing him to open the passage.
I don't know about this. I'm not a servant.
I see. May I ask that you say nothing?
Look at how well made the city looks compared to Dinner Room. We'll have a good little walk around. Yeah, I wasn't too sure about that guy. I didn't have enough to go off of. What is this? Colbert, last of the Legion. We don't... Who is it that... Let me consult my journal. All of that information is here. Kristoff is the one we have to wait for. That's the one that we need to do last. Okay. So we can speak with homeboy here.
Hey, what are you staring at? Looking to start something?
I don't think I'm the one with the staring problem, buddy. They're standing so close, and he is staring so earnestly. Are you the hunter that found the deep entrance?
Here to investigate the chasm, are you? It's about time. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first.
Alright. Keep talking.
Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did.
Why does he... For anyone that has seen Dungeon Meshi, why does he look like Chilchuck when they go through the changeling spores? This is just Chilchuck as a tall man. Lemon tea it is. Lemon tea does sound delicious. Kristoff is in the location named Blackwood Marsh, so you can investigate his whereabouts. Just don't go there. Right. We're not gonna go to him yet. Alright, and the chasm?
Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over our rise. It was really something to behold. A
look
huge
at the tall man. Looks like David
as though
Tennant
the maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like...
Absolutely does.
Like
More so than
I like eggs.
this guy does,
It looked
but
like
it's
someone
the same
had tried
energy.
to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago.
Especially
No one in
David
town
Tennant and
knew about it.
Broadchurch. I have seen the comparison photos. Okay. What happened?
Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
So Earth who is crumbled. Mika to you?
Not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the darkspawn appeared.
Looks like you
We
survived.
got lucky.
I would
They
say so
seemed
too.
occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, think the Maker.
The
That's
Darkspawn
wild.
was so occupied as to overlook two screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble?
Why does Mika keep looking at him like he hung the moon? What is going? Who are these two? Also, I think it only looks that way because they're standing so close. All right. I think you hear some
Thanks.
silvers.
This'll get me good and drunk at the inn. Take my mind off the trouble out there.
I think of the old BioWare formula of storytelling. This is my favorite rendition. The multiple places you can go to at any time, and you have to do all of them to unlock the last level before the last, and then the last level formula. Yeah, I don't mind that. Y'all know, I get very tunnel visioned.
The Darkspawn are coming.
It's the constable's orders.
My pardon,
okay.
sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you.
Oh, sick.
I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey.
We all know I get very tunnel vision sometimes when playing games. A little all over the place, but that is more of a me issue than it is a game issue. But I do like that you can't just accidentally go to the end of the game. I think that's quite nice. Just dudes being bros. Are you even really bros with a guy if you don't stare longingly at him? Like he's your entire world? Who gave this to you?
Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Rivane.
Oh, is that the guy we're looking for? Is in the Dark Wolf?
Ah, the Dark Wolf. Nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious.
How's this man know I've been looking for him? Do you remember anything else about Sir Wolf?
No, sir. Again, my pardon.
That's fine.
Well, they don't look infected.
Oh,
And
why are
his
you leveled
children.
up? Okay. Maybe up your dexterity, constitution. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Oh, that requires 12 cunning. Man's is not cunning. Okay. Oh, it's 10. Well, let's just fix that. All right, there we go. We'll just do all of your two-handed
we
stuff.
let some in, we'll
update your tactics because that seems like the smart thing to do. I guess you're fine.
Scratching
Okay.
at our eyes. No exceptions.
Who's scratching
Make
at their
us spit
eyes?
on you, you heartless bastard.
Okay. Oh, I never did read the
Excuse
letter.
me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods.
Leave. I'm the warden commander of Vigil's
But
Keep.
I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the Commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But
He's just doing his job.
You said
I'm not.
everyone...
You are dismissed.
They did say everyone. He was in the middle of explaining
I
that.
apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city.
Is there anything I can do?
We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
Okay. I read this letter now that I forgot to read before I walked into another cutscene. Oh, I can just change my party in the middle of things? That button has been there this whole time, and I've never clicked on it. I have always assumed I just needed to go back. Okay. Oh, I don't have a letter. Alright, that's fine.
Ah, Warden Commander.
Yes.
I take it you've decided to help her.
I'm gonna
With
pick
trade
this up.
slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy.
Alright, how do I find
There
these
is a smuggler
smugglers?
doing business in the market. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
Okay, we'll try. If we go that way, we go that way. Suspicious character. Imagine being named suspicious character.
Greetings. Could I interest you in... Wait a minute. My lad said they saw you talking to the... You'll learn not to stick your nose where it don't belong.
You mean the guy I was talking to like 20 feet away from you? Maybe I don't cast Fireball in the middle of a crowded street.
Thing is coming. I once knew someone.
Maybe I cast it like this. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I should be using some of these new spells. The hoes call me a suspicious character is wild. Love that for you.
Too slow!
I can see why they might think Wheatley's smuggling something because of his purely natural wide pupils. Wheatley does look suspicious at all times. He's like my cat. Dingy always looks like he's up to something. He could just be sitting there, literally doing nothing, thinking nothing but pure good thoughts. And his face looks like you just caught him trying to commit a crime. You booked your tattoo appointment for the summer? That's so exciting! If you don't mind sharing, what kind of, what tattoo are you getting? Like, what's the artwork? What's the vibe?
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you.
What quest is this a part of? Are you Mervis?
Yes. Thank you for coming to the guild. We need your help.
He's like a lawful good character who looks like
the wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors.
He's just got that vibe.
Lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square.
Oh. You suspect Darkspawn?
We don't know for sure. Communication has been difficult with the attacks, but people in the area said they saw monsters lurking in the shadows.
Monsters
Whatever it
lurking in the
is,
shadows
it's completely
crazy.
crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all?
Yeah. I'll investigate it immediately.
Maker,
We're kind
bless
of lying,
you and watch over
but also not lying.
If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organisation. You have my promise.
All right, sick. We need all the resources we can get. Honestly, we got a lot of people. I think. What is?
Please let me into the city. Please, sir.
I don't know if I have that kind of power. Well, I guess Wheatley technically does have that kind of power. So Bonnie from Demon Slayer? Cute! I love that for you. That sounds fun. Not the hired goons.
Now is better than later.
They did not stand a chance.
All right. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
All right, suspicious
Nothing personal,
character.
just business.
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you.
The Dark
In
Wolf?
the flesh. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help.
It's like we were already looking for him. How can I trust
This
you?
meeting itself is a great show of trust on my part. You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His
Well, that's
confederates
not
are the
hard to do.
conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns.
I would like to verify he is.
Corrupt,
who he
miserly
says.
nobles have beggared many a proud commoner. Some commoners turn to distasteful occupations just to survive. Is it not fitting that they would want to strike back in the only way they're able?
If I get
It will be
robbed, so
done.
be it.
Give
It's
me some
canon.
time.
It's in character. Oh, that was most of my money. That's okay. Well, now we are a lot farther away from the 80 sovereigns we needed for Homeboy. Really?
They talked about you and the army. Fergus Kuzlin said you wouldn't have the stones to show your face again, but you proved him wrong. I respect that.
Who are you talking to? Okay. Nathaniel.
Throw caution to the wind. Run headlong into danger and sod the consequences.
I love
That's
that they're having companion banter in combat.
time to dance!
This one's mine!
Where'd the other bodies go? Did they just... Okay. Yeah, they just disappeared. That's fine. Oh. Maybe they didn't. Maybe this was a skill issue on my part. I feel like I'm on a wild goose chase.
Something is coming.
Oh, they're around this way. I will be casting Fireball.
Breaking a sweat already?
Oh, Fireball, my beloved.
Let's see what
this is such a
made
fun
of.
spell. Is Fireball in other Dragon Age games? Can I keep slaying? They'll spend too much time. It is important to keep a good amount of money on hand. Yeah, I'm learning that. Next time we go to a merchant, I'm gonna absolutely unload all this random stuff that's been in my inventory for a while. Oh, did not even see you. Will you speak to me now?
Nothing personal, just business.
Buddy, I'm killing all of your goons. No one's gonna goon for you when we're done here.
All right, all right. Now is better than
Well,
later.
They had a lot of money on them. We've made 4 gold already. Nice. The hired leader. My back. Tea is nice and hot. Wonderful for a rainy day. Love that for you. Have salad with me, trying to help. Is eating Pringles too much? The amount of mayo I would put probably negates the health benefits. Honestly, I wouldn't say it negates it. With a lot of like vegetables and stuff, the only way to really like diminish the benefits is like, I know cooking changes a lot of the like maybe like chemical makeup. Cooking like changes something, like kills the enzymes in them or whatever. But even having cooked lettuce covered in mayo is still better than no lettuce at all. So good for you. Money in Awakening is not a problem at all. You can spend as much as you want. Listen, I'm still far away from that 80 gold for the dwarves. My favorite CRPG, Fireball, is mid, but there are multiple spells that can just instantly kill whoever you target, win some, lose some. I'm loving Fireball in this game. I loved Fireball in Baldur's Gate. It's absolutely amazing in this game.
I see enemies ahead.
He ran me all the way back out. Don't run, don't run, don't run. There we go.
You let me be followed. Get rid of this fool.
Who's gonna tell him he has a giant quest marker above his head? There's nothing they could have done to keep him from being followed. He was quite literally marked on my map. Alright, I'm gonna make him watch me loot the bodies. Oh, well, he's decided, fuck that. Okay. Where did he go? Wait a minute. This is where he is. I found it. I found the Smuggler's Cove. You know who doesn't have a key though? Me. Okay. Can I like report the location? I tell him what I found. Cooked food is why human brains are big. Love
You're not
that.
one of the city guard.
I'm the commander of the Great.
Oh, you're the warden who's helping out. In that case, make yourself at home.
Where did I accidentally walk to? What? I didn't mean to go up here. I didn't mean to come up here. Aqua, welcome in! How are you doing? Not me doing the Noodle Caves commands to give you a shout out. Aqua, how was your stream? Thank you so much for bringing your community over. We are currently playing Dragon Age Origins, but the Awakening, so like I guess it's Dragon Age Awakening DLC is what I meant to say earlier. I spelled your name right. There we go. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. If you have to raid and run, absolutely do. Please go take care of yourself. But I hope your stream was fun. I hope you had the best time. I've accidentally walked up here and I didn't want to be here. How has this happened? I have no clue where I am. Okay.
Got it.
There's more of the goons.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Hang on a second. I'm running. I'm running. How do I get into where this is? Welcome in, Merlin. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hello, Aqua. Can Nathan pick it? Nathan didn't really have it, but we can try it.
Well, if it isn't the Warden Commander, how have you been? I suppose congratulations are in order.
I love that they knew. I would love to see her. It's so good to see you win.
I hear the Darkspawn are
All
not
I remember from
retreating
this game
as
is
they should.
Big Bullmen.
It sounds like the Wardens have their hands full.
The
I'd
Big
offer to
Bullmen are
help,
so
but I'm
scary.
afraid my presence is required elsewhere.
Perhaps when you where?
The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun.
Yeah. You
You
should
have
be
enough
fine.
on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further.
Magi business concerns
Very
me too.
well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities.
Oh?
The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage, but they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
Is it though? I'm sure it'll be fine. I do think the mages should be freed. Wheatley's portrait is so scary. He's got a certain je ne sais quoi to him. We love Wheatley. Spider-Man has been in my fucking ass for this whole game. That's what he does. That is what he does. Good luck. Good luck marveling your rivals. Libertarians? Oh no, they're going to cancel garbage collections and the town is going to get overrun with bears. What? This feels like a reference I don't entirely get. Stop staring at me. Wheatley's just, that's what he does best. Think Aqua means the hot big bullmen, not the scary ones. Oh, that's fair. Anders just zoning out. Look, Anders has got a lot going on. He's thinking about big bullmen and whatever else is going on in chat. Finally gotten used to Wheatley's dark dead eyes. I love Wheatley's dark dead eyes. This is a thing that actually happened. A libertarian government took over a town, time skip, town full of live bears. What? That's wild. Big bullmen are canonically horny. Look, yeah, that is so true. A town in New Hampshire got all government services canceled. The bears took over? What? Okay, which government service was keeping the bears held at bay? Which government service is that? Or was it the collection of trash attracted the bears because a lot of people throw away food? Was it more of like the trash attracted the bears or was there something else? That's wild. Oh, animal control. That makes sense. I forget animal control is a government thing. I don't know why I assumed it was like a tow truck where it was like an individually owned service. You want to live in Beartown? That's wild. There's a combo of things. Okay, so there really are people out there keeping the bears at bay. Trash attracted the bears and there was no animal control. That is so wild. Why did they think getting rid of those facilities, or not facilities, getting rid of those services was a good idea? Anti-Halcyon organization? Stop. Halcyon doesn't deserve that. Anders can feel Wheatley judging him. Judging? Wheatley loves Anders. That's not boyfriend material, but that is best friend material. And maybe boyfriend material when we're playing a version of Wheatley that's not already devoted to Zevran. Oh, you know, the bear catchers. Definitely talking about the Iron Bull from Inquisition. Okay. Because I'm about to say, all the giant bullmen I have seen in Origins were trying to kill me, and they were very big and very scary compared to everything else. They are ripped from fighting other cats. So, man, I haven't seen any of the feral cats at my work. Apparently, they're all over the place, and I haven't seen any. Oh, I hope you get to see some soon. Not the ripped cats. That's wild. I can't comment on why on a stream without the politics tag. Okay, I might look into that later. That just doesn't make sense to me, but like the fact that they got overrun by bears is wild. They don't think there should be any taxes, and taxes pay for those services. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that's a very like dumbed down. I did not know that. I don't really know what that party is, honestly. Iron Bull is kind of high-key fine, though. That's what I'm picking up. That's what I'm picking up on. Iron Bull's romance is just pure 50 Shades of Inquis. I thought you were being for real about there being a romance, but I had to take a second. I just had to take a second to center myself. I don't think that's actually a romance option. Anyway. Crazy that they think that even if taxes are going for things that everybody needs and wants, that we just shouldn't have those things. It is. That's wild. You can definitely romance Iron Bull. Wait a damn minute. Is that a win? Is that a win for the bull lovers out there? Remember everyone went crazy? You know what? Good for them. Good for them. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yes, of course. Now I have a great
Helson's
many
Bear of
preparations to make
Inquisition.
before I leave for Navarra. But
They-
perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last
Anything
few
for
months in
Wynn.
the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area.
Anything
if
for
you
her.
happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college.
I will make a special trip just for you. What is she doing in the Winding Woods?
Who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely.
Love
she
that for
has
her.
a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside,
Somebody
Ines
doesn't
is a
respect botany.
well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. But I can't waste any more time. Good luck to you, Warden Commander.
I missed her so much. I need her on my party. Have you ever used one of the scrolls of Summon Undead in Baldur's Gate 3? I have not. I usually just get a Starian to read the Necromancy of Thay and then do like the other, unlock the other bit of it from stealing from Sorcerer Sundries, and then summon what I like to call the boys, where you just summon some ghouls. But I've never actually used the scrolls. Libertarian in a nutshell is the government shouldn't get to tell you what to do. So like extreme libertarians don't believe in driver's licenses because why does the government get to decide who can and can't drive? Okay. Interesting. The boys! Raging, I miss the boys. We gotta play our evil game with Hannah and speedrun to Act 3 so we can summon the boys. Anti-driver's license is like the extreme end. Yeah. I don't think I can get on board with that. I know some people that definitely do not need to be on the roads and definitely needed to work on themselves and pass a test before they actually finally got their license. I think if driver's license didn't exist, my mom would never leave the house. Wasn't ready for the corpse to explode into viscera as the skeleton raises for freedom. Oh, that's so silly. Astarian is cool, but the book is mine. Listen, I already have so many things going on my hotbar. Astarian can get that one. It's not hard. It's hard not to agree with libertarians when the government is so corrupt and anti-black and yeah, every ist and phobia you can think of, but we do need them nonetheless. Yes, it's not that we just need to get rid of it entirely. It's that it needs a major reform, and that's two completely different things. It's a political philosophy that got to, you can't tell me what to do, Dad, at 12 and never moved another inch. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. The thing about that is it's one of those things where I feel like it would only, it requires a lot of, hey guys, let's be really, really cool about everything. But then also there are like things that like the trash pickup that needs to happen. That's not a government telling you what to do. That's just like making a place livable. Because we cannot go back to the plague era. We can't do that again. Like the Black Plague era. Like before hygiene and like location sanitary things were like a thing. Plagues are in style again. Raging's trying to bring back the Black Plague. That's crazy. To be fair, getting a driver's license is pretty easy. Not that I'm hating, and some people who had to do hard driver's tests don't seem to be the best drivers anyway. Getting a driver's license can be pretty easy. But even then, it's not easy for everybody. It's just easy for people that actually understand how to drive. And I've known some people that did not need to be on the road the first 10 times they took their driver's license test. There needs to be some sort of threshold. Because driving in and of itself is a skill. You didn't have to drive for yours? Interesting. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but did you get yours during, like, COVID lockdowns? Another Libertarian City Police backfiring is all the taxes that paid for the street lamps to be on got cut, so the street lights just weren't on. If you wanted the one near your house, you had to pay $600 per month for the street lights? That's wild. Did you say 10? Did I say 10? What are you talking about? We should give 13-year-olds driver's license and give 90-year-olds their license back. That's crazy. $600 for one streetlight does not make sense to me, but I don't know what kind of light bulbs are in those streetlights, and they are on for like 12 hours. You got it recently? That is interesting. Everyone I know has had to, like, so you have like your permit, which is a written test, but your permit's not a driver's license. It's basically just like certification that says, hey, I'm allowed to drive a car with supervision that is ideally teaching you how to drive, and then the license is what lets you drive by yourself. And everyone I know has had to do a driven test to get their license. Interesting. So a hard lesson in taxes, make it cheaper for everyone. Yeah. Okay. We spoke to Win. I really don't know what to do about, Okay, so I am supposed to report it back. Slay, I'm glad the game knew that I did not want to fuck around and try to find that key. We'll just go tell on them. I don't know how to get back to, like, the front. Oh, this feels right. This is familiar. Oh, the grocer. I thought that said the gooner. I was like, what is this? Y'all want to talk about modern slang and your fantasy games?
The smugglers?
Yeah, I actually have their
that house
exact
has been
coordinates.
locked up for years. To think that all this time it's been hiding the entrance. There will surely be someone on guard. Where there's a guard, there's a key.
We should just not cut essentials off from any government. I still need roads and lights. I don't want to go back to candles only time. Yeah. There are some things that, like, communities definitely need. And somebody has to provide them. Oh, do I have to go investigate? Or there's a guard,
If you
there's
can find a
key.
way into the hideout, the smugglers won't have a chance.
Hate that
Good
for
luck,
them.
Commander.
Okay. I might have to end stream soon because these earbuds are starting to really bother my ears. I don't know if anyone else has that problem. Like, if you have earbuds in for a while, then sometimes it's like your ears just... It's not claustrophobia, but it's like the best feeling that I can think of to describe. Oh, yeah. I needed to sell things. Large claw trap is crazy. Okay. A glamour charm? We don't need that. I'm not gonna fuck around with traps. Sorry. That's why I use over-the-ear open back headphones. What? Over-the-ear open back? What do you mean? I don't think I've seen any like that, so I'm having a hard time picturing. But yeah, like earbuds get to like bothering me, but then also like headsets will squish your head sometimes. But honestly, it really is just a giant like, hey, you've been on the computer too long, or you've been doing whatever it is you're doing too long. You should take a break. It's usually what it feels like. Absolutely cannot wear earbuds. I don't mind earbuds, but like it's certain types. Certain types for sure. Okay. We gotta keep the Grey Warden stuff. I don't think we'll come across a golem, respectfully. Hey, you know what's not here? That dragon armor I was saving that I never used. Okay. I feel like I could get rid of the chainmail because I never used that. We'll keep all of this. Okay. We'll sell that. We'll sell those. Those. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We have so many things to sell here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're getting so much gold. This is fine. Headphones that go over your ears and they have an open back behind the phone drivers of the head. Wait, so they're just like a headset, but wait. They're just a headset, but like the back part of the circle that goes over your ears hollow or like not there? Learn headphones. Listen, I don't have headphones. Autism raging. I wear a headset all day for work and then have an earbud tucked under the headset in one ear so I can hear my other computer. It's permanently altered the shape of my head, I think. That sounds miserable. I will, I cannot handle, like, if I have earbuds in, if anything is, like, squishing my ear, like, if I'm laying down or if I have something over it, it hurts. And I feel like, I know this is, like, this is not even possible, but I feel like the headphone will, like, go into my ear, like, into it on the inside, like, more than it's supposed to, and I always feel like it's just gonna, like, get stuck or injure my ear. That is an irrational fear that I have had since the beginning of time, basically. We'll just sell all of those, that's fine. Okay, hey, we're at 40 gold already! Love that for us. We'll get rid of all of the poison making. Because I'm not doing that. Okay. I think we've sold enough things for now. I no longer feel like I have no money. Okay, I've already lost where that house was, but I think it was... Yeah, it was through the gate and back out this way. But I don't really want to do that right now. We were also... Oh, we have to find the chasm. Okay. That's a later thing. maybe we will just go back. We'll just focus on the quest we've already got a lead on. It's more like headphones let sound through the driver, so sounds... Oh, okay. That makes sense, actually. My current headphones are in shambles, so I might do that, thank you. I also need to get a new headset soon because all of the like plastic coat, pleather coating is like dry rotting off, which is weird because I bought them not even 5 years ago, but like I've also not been super gentle with them, so that'll do it. Those traders have the specializations. You can save and buy them, then reload, and they will stay unlocked forever. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. Trying to find comfy headsets is hell for me because I have glasses, and they all just push my glasses stems into my temples and give me headaches near instantly. Yes! I have not experienced that to that same degree, but whenever I like dress up silly for streams, especially when I did used to use my over-the-ear headset, whenever I would wear my silly little glasses, I did feel that. And the ones the reviews say are good for those with glasses, it just hurts. I have to wear a headband and put it under my glasses, try to alleviate the pressure. Some people do have different sensitivities to that kind of thing as well. Last of the Legion is the most important and urgent quest. Are they time locked? There's nothing that indicates it's time locked. I just didn't want to get like too involved in something, and I didn't think this was going to take too long because I know we're going to wrap up stream soon. And that one sounds like... Oh, shit. Let me zoom out, please. There we go. So we're just gonna fireball. That makes me way too happy.
I'm gonna destroy
Your wife? Okay, I see why you say that now. You had me scared that there was a time limit, because I know, like, in Baldur's Gate, there's no time limit per se, but there are some quests that if you don't do a certain order, then you essentially lock yourself out. Zenith having a hard time in marbles? Psylocke can fucking get it. Good luck, Zenith. Thank you for streaming. I inked 2 comic pages while watching you play. Nice! I'm so proud of you. Good job. That is so cool. Headphones basically lay on the top of my head, and the phones parts just dangle on the sides and lay next to my ear. Awkward to get used to, but weirdly comfy once you do. Oh, those do sound ideal. Those do sound nice. Because then you don't get the, like, squeezing pressure that normal headsets give you sometimes. It doesn't happen to me often enough where I feel like I need to get a special kind of
some of my
setup.
boys trouble, weren't you? Well,
Something.
Okay. These guys never want to talk. They just... Alright.
I'm sorry, am I
let me drink some lyrium.
You're gonna regret this!
Ah!
You like that?
Why aren't you dead yet?
Okay. Love that. Oh, well, that was easy.
All right.
We quested so hard. Look at us. So that's all the smugglers. There's no more smugglers in this game. Your audio cut off? Oh, it may not... Your PC... Oh. So I was gonna say, if it was just my mic, my cord is going out, but I do have a new cord on the way. That should hopefully fix that. Although, when I'm not moving too much or, like, knocking the cord itself, it's fine. But I did order a new cord. That should hold up better, and it's also longer, which doesn't really change anything for streams, unless I want to go, like, sit across the room and yell at you guys. Are we done here? Was that it? That was it. Okay. Love that. I don't remember how to get out of here.
I think I can help with that.
Can you actually? It's just like Zevran. What do you mean you can help with that and then you miss? It was through here. A toy box?
All right.
Okay, work. Love that. Alright, we'll go turn this quest in, and we might wrap up. It's pretty close to 4 hours. It was Discord in my browser plus Cookie Clicker conflicting. It's always Cookie Clicker at the scene of the crime. Whether it's actually the cause of it or not, it's at least always at the scene of the crime. Now that I'm done inking the pages, I gotta tone them during my stream later tonight. That's exciting! I love that for you. The process of making comics is so cool to me. Severin would be so proud of Nate. A rogue after the same heart. What do you mean you're a rogue and you can't fucking lockpick?
Anything to report?
Why do I always get camped by a robot-suited maniac whose main attack is shooting laser beams from his dick? Good luck, Zenith. Good luck. Marvel Rivals is rough sometimes. Rest in peace.
The city of Amaranthine owes you a great debt. Thank you, Commander.
Alright, sick. Nathaniel approves. Look at us go. Okay, what is our approval at? 14 is not bad. Ogren, we never really got Ogren very good approval. No, wait, the approval has reset. Cause I gave him alcoholic gifts that he was absolutely excited for. Hang on. I don't have him anymore. I have given him things that he should love. Our approval has reset.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift.
It's not that good. Okay. Anders is also only at 22. Damn. Okay, that's fine. This was fun though. I'm having a good time with this. I'm glad that this DLC is like a whole other game that's just Origins 2.0. Anyway. Ogren's inventory and approval resets. Maybe he's an imposter. I can see why it would reset, just because this is kind of like its own separate thing, so like that makes sense. Give a dwarf beer and he'd be happy. Exactly. Exactly. I'm having such a great time. This is fun. I am loving Dragon Age. I think I'm gonna make a video about Dragon Age. I don't know if I'm gonna do character unpacking videos. I haven't decided yet, but I think it's gonna be a while before it gets done because I just started scripting it. But I think that might be the next one I make. So I want to yap. I want to have a good yap session because we haven't talked enough already. If it's not Spider-Man trying to crawl on my ass or Hulk trying to fist me, it's Iron Man. Zenith. It sounds like you might need to take a break from Marvel Rivals. Unless you just live for the wrath. Which, that's fine. I'm so excited for a vid because I missed most of the game. So, what I'm thinking, and this might change as I write it, but what I'm thinking is just like looking at the game as a whole. You're already yapping about Cookie Clicker and rudely. Listen, what can I say? I was born to be a Cookie Clicker hater. I've actually never had strong opinions about Cookie Clicker. I haven't thought about that game until before you and I became friends. I hadn't thought about that game since 2013. There was this kid in I'm not going to dox him, but there was this kid in my math class in, I think this was 11th grade, that was super into Cookie Clicker for like a whole entire month. And I was like, all right, let me see what this is all about. So I played it on the mobile browser on my iPod Touch, like maybe a total of 5 minutes. Maybe it hits different when you play on PC, and maybe it hits different with all the things they have since added to the game. I'm glad you have such a great time with it. Anyway, let us decide who we have so many choices for rating. I don't know if June is planning on streaming tonight. She doesn't usually start until 10. So that's a whole 5 minutes. June is not on yet. I don't know if she was planning on streaming tonight. Cookie Clicker? Yeah. some people that hang out in chat are very into Cookie Clicker. It's basically like an idle game. All you do is just click and collect cookies, or use some sort of like bot or program to click for you. She better. It's my birthday. Or no, your bird day, my bad. This is the day to celebrate birds for you. I don't know if that was an intentional mistype just for the vibes, or if that was a genuine mistype. I hope it wasn't a genuine mistype, because then I would feel like an asshole. Okay. I don't really want to like yap for 5 minutes and wait for June. So, I think I'm gonna send you guys over to... I'll send you guys over to Alahobia. Let me see. Is Toby playing? And she's got her Genshin Impact character body pillow. Oh, never mind. They're raiding out. Mission aborted. Mission aborted. How do y'all feel about some Final Fantasy? How do y'all feel about Final Fantasy 14? If I'm reading Roman numerals correctly. Anyway, that's the end of the stream. I'm gonna send you guys over to Amanda. She's playing Final Fantasy 14. And yeah, it's Amanda time. It's been a while since I've sent you guys over there. But we love hanging out in Amanda's streams. But the people over on YouTube, thank you so much for coming and hanging out and going on this DLC journey with me. I will be back next Tuesday, picking up right where we left off. And for people over on Twitch, let me get this raid loaded in. For people over on Twitch, I will be seeing you guys on Thursday when we pick back up our Minecraft solo forever world that we haven't touched in a few months. So yeah, we'll have a Minecraft moment. But anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evenings. Bye!